Oh, hey, it's like the 7th anniversary of the stream today. I did not have anything planned, so let's play through Dead Cells. Why not? I am still really waiting for the final update to come out for it before I do, do big, huge stuff with it. Trying to do the 100% run, at least that's the plan right now. But it's been, 9 months now? Still waiting on it getting out of beta. Any day now, any day. Well, anyway, as it is, let's get right on to it. I don't know if I'm going to do, like I said, eventually the plan is, let's do that again. Let's do that one again. I don't know why I haven't recorded anything in a little bit right now. How do I want to start this out? 7th anniversary, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. I really just if you're watching this in the future, I really just started the stream and I'm like, I should really do something, right? Surely there's something that I can do here. Well, come on, think of a good intro. Don't even have anyone in chat just yet. Whatever. Let's just start it and go. I think that's, and yeah, the plan is gonna be spend 3-4 hours or something just playing through Dead Cells. Okay, well, let's see what we got. Oh, hey, it's the 7th anniversary of the channel. I completely forgot about that. Let's play Dead Cells. And more specifically, let's play all of Dead Cells. 0 to 5 cell. Get the ending. And I didn't really have much of a plan for this, so I will just see how it goes along the way, right? I don't know, it's also been a little bit since I played Dead Cells, right? Do quite like the game and everything, but as of right now, what I've been doing is I've been waiting for the final update to come out of beta to go and start, some sort of gigantic send-off series. But this will do for right now. That's right. Big old cloud of smoke with a single dot of light in the middle of it. As you do. Happy channel anniversary. I didn't even remember. YouTube had to remind me of that. Because it was just like, hey, how long has it been since I put up that Fallout video? Since I'm starting to work on the Fallout 2 one. And they're like, oh, hey, congratulations, it's your anniversary. And I'm like, yeah, I should do something for that. Because as we all know, the most hallowed of anniversaries, the 7th one. Started this channel all the way back in 2007 to be mostly Dead Cells for whatever reason. I don't know, I just thought I'd focus on one thing to start with and then do other games later, right? And I did. After that, it was what was it that I did after that? Hyperlight Drifter, which was pretty good. Almost, very close to 100%ing that game. Yeah, you're not selling you're not gonna give me the pan just yet. Then it was Purple and Brainlord. The usual sort of progression of video games, right? But it's. And now it's like at this point in time, I got thousands of videos, of which at least 10% or so are Persona 5, so, well. Oh, and now what I'm doing here is the Fallout anthology. I did not know about the televisual series before I started that. Nice. Oh, right, it is a 100% drop from, what is it, the first zombie you kill, something like that? I don't remember. Yeah, I did not know about the televisual series when I started the Fallout anthology. I just did it. And by the way, I have, at this point in time, finished Fallout 2, and am currently playing Fallout 3. Which is really weird, to be honest. It feels like it's a very polished fan game of Fallout more than it feels like a Fallout game. But talk about that more when I end up playing it. Oh boy, oh boy. Been sick for the last week, and it's ended with me rewatching Satisfactory, listening to your efficiency rambles. Oh my god. Speaking of waiting for updates on things, when is Satisfactory 1.0 going to come out? I know all they've said is this year, so that can be any time, but it's like, oh man, I am so ready to go back to Satisfactory and start, oh, you will see a factory like none other. I tried to do that, like 3-4 times, and then it's like, well, they announced, oh yeah, we're going to do 1.0 soon enough. So I'm just like, well, fine, whatever. Let's just count this as practice for when the 1.0 actually comes out. Yeah, Satisfactory is a good one, I suppose, if you... Right. Satisfactory is a good one if you want one of those very long form series. Alongside like a Persona or like a... Get out of here, you. Ain't lost it, though, I can tell you that. Yeah, or like the recently posted up Void Stranger. I'd recommend it. It's a good game. That their Void Stranger. The Stranger de la Void. So many efficiency rambles. Well, trust me, it's going to be more like the Fallout videos. The Fallout video that I just put up. When 1.0 actually comes out. I have a lot of that written for the one that I was originally going to do, but then the 1.0 was announced. Hey, Collector, it's me. Yeah, I bet. You certainly look like it. Oh yeah, I still got the Castlevania soundtrack on. I was staying up with your Void Stranger with your first playthrough. Oh, then just watch the second video. That's the one. Second video is the one that's going to have all the new content. Which it was supposed to be one big video, but YouTube has a limit of... Oh, what is it? 12 hours on videos. Something that I did not know until right now. Well, until I tried to put that up. You know what? Let's just take YOLO. Why not? I feel like that's always a pretty... It's not the worst. It has utility. And when you're first starting the game, it's not like you have a whole ton of options, right? No. I think it's fine. But... Yeah, Void Stranger. We are currently at the point in time where I'm just doing a bunch of completely random video games while I'm kind of waiting for Dead Cells to get that final update, baby! I keep saying, it's like I want to do the Retromation style, like, what was it, Beating the Gungeon series that he did when Farewell to Arms came out. I want to do that same thing! I think that's going to be fun, where I actually go and 100% everything. I'm talking like even, flawless, 5-cell remix bosses, everything like that. But I want to actually have the update out first. Still getting comments on that previous... the head video, the head review, about like, hey, I can't get the heads. And it's just like, oh, it's still in beta. You know. Oh, still waiting on it. Any day now. As they say in the Silksong community, tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow for sure. Speaking of Silksong, there's another game that I was kind of looking at that I thought seemed sort of interesting. Although right now, like I said, I'm deep into the Fallout Anthology project that I decide that I'm going to do now. It's called 9 Souls, which I might check out at some point. Well, today obviously going to be Dead Cells. But hey, don't worry, if I'm not talking about Dead Cells enough, we got a lot of Dead Cells to go, because I want to go 1 to 5 cells here. I feel like that is a good way to do the old... to do an old anniversary type of deal. Plan to watch those over this weekend. And Void Stranger was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I was just thinking, you know, I like doing Sokoban puzzles. Sokoban puzzles are fun. But it's like, no, that's way more than just that in there, right? It's hardly just a Sokoban puzzle. Or even just meta puzzles. Pretty extensive story and everything there, too. Got to dig into the lore, which I don't really do with all... When was the last time that I did a lore-based video game? I did a video with the idea that it's going to be, like, really going deep into the lore. No delivery? Yeah, if you want something that I'm sure is probably, like, Dr. Inferno Firebird's Lore Corner, which is the traditional name that I've called it in the past. Alright, sure. I'm not super enthralled about Spartan Sandals. They're decent, though. They've been improved. Yeah, go check out One Night at the Steez and No Delivery. That was pretty fun. Oh, yeah, another really long-form one. That Poppy's Playtime video, of course. Which was so good that at the end of it, I just devolved into doing my own live-action YouTube poops of the steamed hams bit in The Simpsons. So you know it's good. Oh, stupid thing. Was that like the first hit that I've gotten in this run? So, in this entire save file now. Stupid thing. Yeah, new save file. We're gonna go 0 to 5 cells in one city, I guess. I don't know. Look, I didn't have a good idea. YouTube told me that it's my anniversary, and I decided, hey, let's do like a big stream. And I'm like, what should I do for a big stream? Dead Cells, right? It's like what else? And it's like, well, what's a good big stream for Dead Cells? New save file, the biannual new save file. You know, that's a good one, right? We'll see. I feel like, look, at this point in time, I have straight up beaten the hardest difficulty of this game without getting hit once. I think I can make it. That Cursed Sword run, although I still maybe think it's not the ideal way to do a Cursed Sword run, you know, using the very powerful defensive mechanisms, no, that's not right, equipment that you can get in the game, but people told me it was fine. People told me it was fine. I say it's fine because it took a really long time to get to that point in the first place, and I don't want to do it again. I still got that, by the way, I still got that Cursed Sword run recorded for the future super series that I'm going to do on Dead Cells, just because I don't want to do it again. It's really hard and really stressful. Iron Man run? I mean, if I play this right, that's what this is going to be, right? Kind of what we're looking at right now, you know? Potentially. We'll see. We will see. That's right now. Hey, thank you, Kevin JR, by the way, for the 10 gifted subs. I love you. Hope you've been enjoying the last 7 years on and off of questionably okay content occasionally. You know what, I'll take it. Are you wearing an Iron Man costume? I am wearing some very extremely tattered shorts and nothing else. If that's what you are, if that's what you're looking for, well, I got you. I got you covered. Look, it's pretty hot up here, and to the left of me, I have a Rockstar energy drink, whipped strawberry flavor, which is of course the most artificial tasting strawberry that you've ever had in your entire life. But I like it. I like it. So, whatever. That's a big if. Yeah, I know, right? Oy. Look, I'll try to do it. I got the power of 10 gifted subs behind me. I want you in a full mechanized Iron Man suit. Then go watch the Fallout. Man, it's you know, okay, I don't want to talk too much about Fallout 3 because I'm still kind of in the middle of playing it, but it's so weird. You get power armor so early compared to the first two games, but and not to spoil anything for this 15-year-old game, but you can't use it. But like the fact that you can even get it is so weird to me still. Anyway, that has nothing to do. It's nothing to do with anything. I can't just look. We got a big old stream going on here. Maybe I'll get plenty of time to talk about the strangeness that has been playing through the Fallout Anthology series, one right after the other. Because it is certainly an unusual. It is interesting. I think that's kind of overcoming my normal dislike for open world games. My love of video game history Did you play Tactics? No, I'm not gonna bother with Tactics or what is it, Brotherhood of Steel, because stop that. Because it's just like, are those really Fallout games? Like, is that, you know, like, for example, playing, we got the Castlevania music going on here and everything. It's like, do you seriously consider, say, like, Haunted Castle? Or the, what, 3, 4, like, I don't know, the what is it, the Souls game? No. What was the reboot of Castlevania? Would you consider that to be part of the class? Well, I guess the reboot one I would. But I wouldn't, like, consider Haunted Castle to be. Or like Kid Dracula. How about that? Yeah, Lord of Shadow, thank you. It's not Lord of Souls, it's Lord of Shadow. Which, you know, I guess I would consider that to be. I think those games are absurd. I don't know if you've ever seen specifically Lords of Shadow 2, where, if you've ever seen that game, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, I can't sell stuff just yet. I need to still unlock that. Yeah, it's like, it would feel weird to put that in I guess not that weird. Whatever. It's so dumb though. It's so incredibly stupid. I don't know how else to put it. God, I love playing Dead Cells. What a good game. They are very weird. Well, it's really the second one that gets. Ooh, what do you got? Oh, ho, ho! Hey, as far as Iron Man goes, I would have preferred this, to be honest, coming on one of the harder runs, but I'm not gonna say no. Oh, yeah, bro. Let's do it. Yeah, it's like this one. If I got this one on like 3 or 4 boss cell, that would have been the game changer. Still, though, it's gonna be good here. Whatever. Take what I can get, right? Go try and get 2 legendary guns for one of the later runs, I suppose, right? You know, sure. Some good stuff there. Is the save file on the beta branch? It is. So I will get heads. Mostly because I didn't bother changing it from the beta branch, so it's like, you know. I don't really see any reason. It's not like I've had problems running the beta or anything like that, so why not, right? You get we can try and go for some cool heads here. Try and go for like the black hole head. Won't you come and wash away the rain? Which I won't get, but I can try. Go through the game without getting hit. Hey. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Actually, funny thing, yesterday, first time ever, worked with a personal trainer at a gym. I just decided, since I'm still currently unemployed and everything, and it's free for the first one. I mean, if I get good results with that, I am... Okay. I am going to maybe try and pursue that. We'll see. Mostly, though, we just talked about Elden Ring at that point in time. I did not know that the DLC was coming out on the 21st. I guess I gotta play that, right? I'm not like super into Elden Ring, but dude, I 100% stick to PA. Wouldn't do shit without one. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, where it's just like, one, I just want to make absolutely sure that I do not hurt myself, and if it's going to be expensive, and it's expensive, I mean, it's expensive for me who's still currently unemployed. I mean, yeah, I still got a lot of money saved up and everything, but I don't know if I should be going for purchases. Whatever, it's fine. Get another job soon enough. But you know what I'm saying. It's just like, ooh, what do you got? I'm probably gonna stick with it. Like I said, hey, I just spent most of the time talking about Elden Ring while I was trying to struggle to do the most basic weightlifting you can imagine. Good stuff. Man, but it's just like, I gotta. Only if you want to. I mean, I do like those games. It's just I don't like the open world part of it. God, I got so frustrated with Millennia. But then again, I'm also thinking about the Millennia fight and how that went, and I'm just so... No, I've never been unemployed for, more than a few months at a time. Come on now. I'm just trying to actually get a good job this time rather than just, I'm in the same boat, unemployed, living on reserves, PA still allocated. I mean, come on. It's like, I don't spend that much money here. Not really living it up. It's like you got the apartment, you got rent, you got food. Oh yeah, no, I do need to eat. It's like that's like it. And then I buy video games, and like let me tell you, Fallout's like $10. I ain't breaking the bank on that. I hope people are enjoying Fallout. And I hope people are going to continue to enjoy Fallout for a little bit, because I'm having a good... It's the video game history thing, right? I love seeing the evolution of a famous series like that, especially one that has been ongoing since 1997. I don't know if it's just me, but I hope that it's not. Whatever, I'm gonna do it anyway. You can't stop me. Hey, I never felt like you liked Elden Ring. I didn't. I was so frustrated with it, but it's like I still do like those games. They're still good games. Wait, does that only work with melee? Each consecutive hit... No? Doesn't say that. Wouldn't expect you to play Shadow of the Erdtree. Well, we'll see if people force me to. If people... Did I actually say thank you for the sub from Fatty? Or did I just immediately go on about, like, hey, I'm hitting up the gym, y'all? Finally, my stupid, jokey, badass, cool guy name. Maybe I can live up to that rather than being a doughy nerd who plays video games for the internet. But then again, isn't that exactly what you would expect somebody... Name Dr. Infernal Firebird to be like... Yes. And the entire thing is, from day one, the name Dr. Infernal Firebird was supposed to be a joke. Like, I considered naming myself after one of the names I gave the protagonist in this Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode of Space Mutant. Like Big McLarge Huge, or like Buff Hard Cheese. But instead, decided with that one. A game can be objectively good and you don't have to like it. Oh, true. I will corroborate that sort of idea. I think it's important for everybody to admit your opinion is not necessarily the objective one. Doesn't stop you from arguing it, though. Well, you know what I'm saying. Yoink. Yeah, maybe going for like a Nutcracker and everything. Well, whatever. I got a good legendary item. So I wanged it on that one. It's fine. Hey. Facing the wrong direction. I'm sorry, my goggles are opaque. Obviously, not quite the time to be starting up doing that. We'll go with, we'll at least go try to get a little bit of something else first. He's got fly eyes under the goggles. Oh, those are his eyeballs. I see. Well, I'm never gonna die. I'm gonna live forever. It's my life. Anyway. What are we doing here? Can't believe I got hit once on that. That's so embarrassing. Do I need to unlock something? I mean, I can go to Fractured Shrines, but I won't be able to fight the Scarecrow. Yeah, no, that's all I won't be able to do. Yeah, that should be good. It should be fine, right? Ah. Oh. Maybe what I should do if I'm playing Elden Ring is just actually go and use defensive items and not 100%, you know, like caveman, single melee weapon only, no companions, and actually try. But I still like no companions. I don't like having to. I don't like having to have the secondary characters like that. I mean, if you've seen me play Fallout, it's the same thing. Really shot myself in the foot with that in Fallout 2, though. Let me tell you, they expect you to be taking companions along in that game. I'm fairly certain. Not in the first game. I think that one you can do pretty easily without anybody else. And second guy have Elden Ring. Do you think second guy is any good at Elden? Do you want me to go call up second guy right now? Yeah, I did. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. How do I call him from the screen? Here, I'm doing it. This will be a good bit. It's the rain. Can we get a car reveal? Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Okay, he's busy. Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'll go take a picture of my car. Oh no, I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm doing the thing. It's just look. My phone. I don't understand how to take pictures. I don't take pictures with my phone. Now, the real question is, where did I save this at? Come on. This is going to be one of those things to make absolutely sure that I cut out from the VOD when I put it up, but you know, what are you going to do? Come on. It's not worth it, by the way. It's not like this is going to be important. Why is it so difficult to just to give myself a picture that I took with my phone? Come on. This is so stupid. Just use Carlbot? What the hell is Carlbot? Oh my god, just upload the stupid picture. Send image to him. I don't know what that means. Come on! Just want to show everybody my not even good car. Wait, why the hell is it 5 megabytes large? What is this? It's so huge. No wonder why it's not sending. Can I get a less glossy PNG of my car? How do I'm guessing a Ferrari. It's not. Like, I'd love to show it to you, but, you know. Oh my god, please. How do I lower the quality of this image? Is it a Camry? No, why would it be a Camry? Well, let's see if this comes in then in the next 30 minutes. All right, anyway. We'll do car reveal soon enough, I suppose, right? It's the Tesla Cybertruck. That's right. It's the one. It's specifically the one that Elon Musk threw a brick at. So you know, what is stupid? And it's like, it's not even. Hey, I'll take that. It's not even good. It's a van with Rush album art of Rush. Yeah, that's right. Moving pictures right on the side there. You know what? Sure. Absolutely. Why is it so difficult? I don't know the easiest way to okay, I'll be real with you. I'll level with you all. I don't know the easiest way to send an image from phone to desktop because I don't need to do that ever. So I just sent in an email. All right, there. It's like I don't do a whole lot with phone technology. I told you before, I've never played a game on my phone. I only play real video games, not mobiles. Just use car. I don't know what that is. Like you also really overestimate my usage of Discord. Remember, very antisocial. I do it all the time. Oh well, why don't you go upload the picture of my car that you have then? Oh, is that? Oh, what's that? You don't? Well. This is all just to get a picture of my car, which is not even like a really good car or anything. It's just, if I'm going to reveal anything, I think car is a good choice. Oh, this is Serenade, right? Is the Serenade? No, not that one. Message the car, pick the second guy. By the way, I did get a call back from second guy, and he's like, yeah, sure, I'll play Elden Ring with you, but it's like, that's not, that wasn't the bit. I was supposed to make fun of him for being bad at video games. That was supposed to be the bit. It was supposed to be an entire bit. Anyway, maybe we'll just do that then. When is the final update? No idea. Eventually. I'm hoping soon. But honestly, I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, seamless co-op run. The game is meant to be played with 2 people, right? Or, well, meant to be played with, like, companions or something. Which is why, you know, enemies have infinite combos and whatnot, because you're supposed to be using... You're supposed to have aggro drawn from you. And that's why when I tried to play the game without using any of the summons or whatever, I just got very frustrated fighting every one of the bosses. Oh. Okay, cool, thanks. Hooray! Now we'll see. Seamless co-op is a mod. Also, really? Also, oh man, mods, because I have Elden Ring I have for the PS4, so I don't think I can do mods, is the problem. I thought that was just something in the game. Well, I don't know, maybe then we're not going to be able to play it. I also don't even know if they have crossplay after all. Hey, you gotta remember, my computer can't run anything, so... My computer was okay back in 2015 when I built it. It is not the sort that is able to play video games. Get a new PC. Now, really, I do not have enough money for that. Come on now. Hoping that they're also going to be adding the stuff they plan in 2025. We'll see. Somehow I imagine probably not. I mean, they're already working on that Prince of Persia roguelite dealio, right? Just go sell a kidney. I mean, don't need 2 of them, right? Really, having 2 of them is just a waste. Sure. I mean, we can even go do the... doesn't have to be your kidney. I mean, look, if y'all want to sell, if y'all want a whole lot of blood, fingernails, hair, urine, spit, feces, I got you covered. I can get you a nigh on infinite supply of that stuff. What does it really matter here? Yeah, it should be fine as it is. Like, of my various body fluids, who's willing to buy some? Right, no, I can't even go down there. What am I thinking? Gamer guy awful. No, because I'm not selling you my intestines. I'm keeping that. I refuse to part. Moving Pictures is a great album. It is a great album. It is an absolutely fantastic album. Really, like the one of the classics. I think every song on that one is a banger. You got like Tom Sawyer. You got like Spirit of the Radio. You got was YYZ on that one? I really like that as a dealio. There is some instrumental, but yeah. Anyway. Made an OnlyFans, you'll be tumbling 01. Oh yeah, I bet. Do you want like a torso reveal next to figure out how wrong you are? And by next, I mean maybe by the end of linear time when I manage to get a picture of my car working. How many inches do you have? Inches of what? Intestines? Not the standard amount? Honestly, don't know. Haven't found. I haven't looked into it too much. Yeah, nothing really of much interest there. Let me see real quick. It's just like, do I have... Is the car in yet? The car is not in yet. Like, I don't know, maybe it's too... Maybe the picture is too large. It's... horrible. What an incredible waste of time trying to get a picture of my car. Because it ain't sent. I tried sending it like 3 times. It ain't sent. And it's like I did... However else I could possibly get this thing onto my computer is going to take way longer, I'm thinking. Ooh. Take a powerful grenade. Absolutely. I do like me a grenade that expresses its power in its very name. Absolutely. If Daphne can sell bathwater... Who? I mean, I remember the bathwater thing. Did somebody actually do that? I thought that was a joke. Belle Daphne. Never heard of it. Yeah. But hey, you know what? That's good business sense. I mean, it's like if I could sell my bathwater, I would. I'm just saying I respect that. Y'all can make fun of it as much as you want, but they are out there getting that cash over, baby. What the hell? Good start. I love when that sort of thing happens. I will still say it does sound like a joke. Are you sure it wasn't just a bit? Alright. I can't believe that I spent that much time going and getting the car, even got the call back from second guy, and never got any... And never even got the picture here, but, well, it's just how it goes sometimes, right? There we go. I should be doing that more anyway, just be able to get as much cash from this as possible. It's not like it's particularly difficult to do anyway. And yes, it definitely looks like, you know, although it doesn't say that it only works with melee weapons, it does seem like combo only works with melee weapons, which is kind of unfortunate. Sort of hoping for something a little bit more there. Right. What? Oh. Got stopped by something else. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't really know, like, what the good stat distribution on Zero Cell mode is. Okay, this is gonna be the one time that I actually need to do this. Well, it's a good thing that was the only time that I ever need to do that. Yep. Okay. That should go. Yeah, but I would like a new computer, but it's just, you know, that is actually very expensive. Like, extraordinarily expensive to do. But as it is, if I can't run something, usually can just go get a PS4 version of it or something, right? Although not even as much now. I mean, PS5 has been around for some time and everything. Oh, you know, I still got the Switch. I have not broken out that Switch and done something with it. What? Something, I don't know, for sure. At the same time, it's like I'm not going to be able to play any sort of Fallout game on that, right? And that's the big thing right now. Seeing that makes me like the Homunculus Rune. I never use the Homunculus Rune. I know that it's a very easy way to get just a little bit of extra damage or whatever out there. But I don't know. It's too much other stuff to do. All right. Not too shabby. There we go. Mainly used to get keys. Yeah, get keys, get items, and that sort of stuff. It's handy. And there you go. He's got one flawless, right? He's certainly after the amount of times that I practiced that for the Cursed Sword run, I feel like I should get that at least on like a 0-1 cell sort of run, right? Whatever. It's fine. I'm checking the thing again. Yeah, it's all like... Yeah, all the emails are like queued. Oh, wait. Oh, Gmail won't run without Google Play services, which are currently updating. Of course. Well, so it looks like I can't do it because, yeah, it's my entire phone, as always, needs to update. So I can't send emails out until that. You are asking me to do something that I do not understand. This is very private, personal information, what my car looks like. I can't just go and give it out to any and everybody, you know. And it's certainly not Discord. I refuse. 2 times damage, eh? Yeah, it's really not worth it. But at least in the next area, I should be fine using it. Alright, as the Shovel Knight. She gets attacked, but I don't have the thing to actually get the thing. Nah, well. Second guy seen you sweat helping you move furniture, but not your car? Why would a second guy need to help me move my car? Also, I'm surprised you remember that. God, that was a terrible time. But that was also the first time that I listened to, was it a Dinosaur Jr. Slider, which is a great album. Anyway. There you go. Nailed it. Hey! I also really like that. That's also a really good mutation to get as well. Yeah. Not as powerful as I was hoping it was going to be, but what are you going to do? Also, I feel like anybody that's seen me has seen me sweat. I'm like CNC Music Factory over here. Except instead of you, I'm going to make me sweat. And then I sweat all over the place. That's the Everybody Dance Now song. You know the one. I feel like that's important. I feel like that's always something important to note because people might not know the actual name of it. You know, it's just like is it called Everybody Dance Now? No, it's called Gonna Make You Sweat. It's called Gonna Make You Sweat. And then he sweat all over everybody. Didn't I say pretty much that? Well, I said it in spirit if I didn't literally say it. Oh, Morbius, your memes somehow managed to capture the attention of a generation. Truly the most important movie ever made. The most important film. The most important article of cinema ever crafted by mankind. If only we didn't already send up the Voyager probe, that would certainly be on the golden record that they sent along with it. A copy of the movie Morbius. By, I don't know, Morbenhauser. Okay. Stan Lee, probably? I mean, it's like usually Stan Lee, right? He's the one that did a lot of that stuff, probably. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Grab that. Going a little bit light on the amount of stats at this point, but totally fine everywhere. Have they announced the sequel to Morbius just yet? I feel like that's been on the table for quite a while now. Or are they at least planning to release it a third time? Stupid. Why in my why is my anniversary stream are we talking about Morbius? Because I don't know. I just decided that was going to be a good tear to go on for some reason. But talk more about bathwater. Man, would you buy bathwater? Like, come on. I'd do it. It's just, I don't think I have quite the pull to Philadelphia. It's easy, and if there's a demand, who am I to say no? No. Yeah, I thought so, but it's like, I don't know, maybe. Look, I'm just saying that it's like, if people demanded pictures of my feet, I would give it to them. I'm that sort of person. But the thing is, but strangely enough, nobody demands pictures of my feet. Can you believe that? Oh, show feet. I have. Do you want to go pull up that picture again? That was when Google Play Services, wasn't it? It wasn't. Whatever. You're not a kind of cute girl. I know, right? That's really where I fail as a streamer and a person. All right. What? Look at this. Doing a good job there, Motion Twin. Fix your game, etc. I have never seen that one before. Man, I should have did a little bit more exploration before go. Whatever. I was gonna go for all 3 keys anyway. Doesn't matter. All right, let's get out of here. You're a very cute girl. Oh, you. All right. Well, I think run 1, aside from not being able to get a picture of my car, is going pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident in my ability to finish up this one trivially. Like, let's be real, pretty trivially. Can go and get the flawless outfit if I want to. I actually do want Soldier's Resistance. That is a genuinely good take there. It's the sort of take that would have you ride a pony. Nah, that's nothing. What's the ETA? It won't send until I update all of the stuff on my phone, and I don't know what the Wi-Fi password is here. I just use decorded for the computer, so it will never. Just look up a Yugo. No. Chat, you deserve my real car. And I don't want to give you anything less. You deserve my actual, real IRL car. Pretending to do something as a joke is absurd. Yeah, no perfect outfit this time, but it's fine. And there we are. I could have easily gotten a perfect one here, too. This is a good item. Oh. I mean, it's also 0 cell phone, so or you're not dead. And there you go. Get right in there. Ah! Okay, well, fine. I wouldn't have dodged that one, I think. Goes without saying. There we are. If we're being truthful, the conversation should be on Slime Girls and Vor. What do you mean Slime Girls? Since when have I been a Slime Girl aficionado? Is it because I just said I sweat a lot? Because you know that's not the same thing. Ah, if only I could keep this. Keep both of these. All right. And there's run 1. And of course, it's just like, wait, why did he do that? And that's going to be a question asked for the rest of the game. Like, why did you do that? Just go on general topics. That and the history of Sonic. Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the history of the channel again, which would have made more sense if you ask me. Alright, get me out of here. 22 minutes minus car talk. I don't think I've ever talked about slime girls, though, before, right? I mean, I don't know if I have too much of a... I don't know much of the history of the channel is on the history of Sonic. Yeah, well, the history of Sonic is good. All right. Unlock everything, baby. And Giant's gone, too. All right, well, let's get going. I can obviously do this one trivial enough. Although it might be worth getting the Cell stuff first. Pretty sure there was a Dead Cells episode with Sonic. What did I... For an hour or so? Probably an hour or two, generally how I usually end up doing stuff. And let's get on with it, I suppose, right? Can I... Is there any way that I could possibly do this right now? What did I talk about with Slime Girls? Because I'll go on that tear again. We can do a take 2 on that conversation. It's just I don't know. What would I have to say on that? Like, thank you. And I'll be seeing you too, you old bag of bones. I was thinking it was on the logistics of activities. And there's the Castlevania. Well, really... Okay, yeah, that's actually probably true, that, like, a slime girl would have difficulty doing pretty much anything, but that is also kind of asking how sticky they would be on a regular basis. Like, if we're talking about, like, slime girls, are we talking about, like, very sticky slime? Or are we talking about just, you know, the ones that feel sort of like a balloon or something like that? You got high surface tension. Because that would make an enormous difference in terms of day-to-day activity. I mean, I'd like to think that for the most part, you would have like a hardened outer shell and then like a slimy inside or something like that. Of course, that's almost more like a slug then, in that way. The point is that you would have to be living in like the pool rooms or something 24/7 if you didn't want to be picking up lint everywhere. I can just imagine that if there was a slime girl or slime entity of any sort, that it would be like just a nightmare. But I'm fairly certain that like even slime molds, you know, like actual sort of creatures that do group up with each other to form, you know, not quite like a separate entity, but a colony, you know, like a man-o-war or something. Oh, you know, that's probably how you'd end up doing it. You would just be most of the time submerged in a tank, right? So it's like, how do you feel about your gigantic slime just being, you know, in a gigantic tank of water or something most of the time? Because I think that's probably the most realistic way that sort of thing would happen, right? What did I just walk into? It's the 7-year celebration. We're playing Dead Cells and talking about slime. Welcome to the jam, as I like to say. Okay, but I do not remember ever having this conversation. I remember a lot of the conversations that I've had. Depends on how digestive their slime is. I feel like a slime that digests, that is corrosive enough to corrode things. So what do you think of it like the slime is corrosive and any sort of lint or whatever that it picks up, it would, you know, take into its form, but also at the same time just kind of dissolve it almost instantaneously? I don't feel like that works with the fantasy of a... Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't really know what the fantasy of a slime girl is. I like really? It's like, I love amorphous blobs, but I can't imagine that being corrosive. Well, maybe like Vor or something like that. But even then, what does slime jam taste like? It would taste like it would taste like nothing because your tongue would burn away at its touch, given what we're talking about right now. Maybe you want to ranch them. Well, those slimes are viscous enough to actually... Those slimes do have sort of a viscous outer shell. They're viscous, but they also have like an outer shell type of thing to prevent them from actually being sticky in pretty much any way in Slime Rancher. They're really more like bouncy. I would consider like a Slime Rancher slime to be more like a gigantic balloon or something. That sort of deal. Other than that, I think like slime would probably just taste like, hey, have you ever had, do you ever had like mold before? You ever like bit into a big ol', you ever, like bit into a vegetable or something that was, oh right, because I got these on all the other save files. I've already got this on other save files. They appear here. I think that's a glitch, but no, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, it's like, I just assumed they would taste like mold. I don't think they would be tasty. Because any sort of actual real life version of this sort of creature is not the sort that I think you would want to eat. No. I think that slimes would probably be closer to like a mold or something like that, rather than made out of, I don't know, candy? Like, what do you want out of this? Do you want to just like have the terrible, do you want it to be like a gummy bear or something, like a jelly baby type of deal? Or do you want like, or made out of like honey or jam or something? Because like, I don't think that would be able to support life. I think that would just be... I think that would be eaten by other creatures too quickly. Like, why would you want... Ugh. Why would you want... Do you want your slime girl to be covered in insects at all point in time? Unless they're also very corrosive. Consider that. Do you want to be dating the slime, or do you want to be dating Oogie Boogie? And I know that a lot of you are going to say, I want to date Oogie Boogie. And that's good. I think that's reasonable. The guy's got a certain charisma about him. The slime? Okay, fair enough. Are you sure? Because he's got a great singing voice. Both? Okay. What if it's like a... What if it is like a... let's say that it is like a living hive or something like that, full of bees. And also it's in the shape of a woman. Would that do it for you, chat? Or would you just be like, no, I don't want to be around a cloud. I don't want to have my girlfriend have a cloud of bees around her at all points in time. Oh, does your PC have Bluetooth? It does, but I don't think it's enabled right now. I think I had some sort of trouble with actually getting it to connect before, so I'm just like, whatever. I don't know why. Bluetooth doesn't like me. Which is why I always like corded. Why not? Yes. Okay, fair enough. She's always ready to do the bee beard thing. That's fun, right? I think that's fun. Makes for some really good Instagram pictures. So chat, which one would you rather have? Do you want a honey slime girl that is just constantly covered by bees? Or do you want an extremely corrosive slime girl that will corrode that will turn you into bones? You will become a skeleton. And then the opening riff from Bad to the Bone will play. Not that you'll hear it, you'll be dead. Everybody else will have a good hearty chuckle. Symmetrical Lance Showcase. No, it's not. Shut up. I'm going to change this out probably for Nutcracker soon enough. Cinematic mastery of bee movie taught us about the charisma of bees. Do you think that each one of the bees would also carry like human level intelligence? I feel like that would just that might be a bit much. Okay, what if your girlfriend? Here we go. What if your girlfriend was made out of honey? Also, you know, constantly covered in bees, but all the bees are indeed Barry B. Benson, as voiced by Jerry Seinfeld from the Bee Movie. Take note, you will have to meet with Ray Liotta at least at one point. You will be unable to avoid meeting Ray Liotta at some point in time during your adventure. Now that might be a good thing. That might be a bad thing. I'd like to think that's a bad thing. I've seen the movies that man was in. Just never tell him he's funny. That's the real thing. Okay, isn't Ray Liotta dead? Oh boy, that's gonna make things really difficult when you gotta meet him then, right? Yes, unfortunately. Oh. Right? But I mean, think about it. Another one is the corrosive slime girl. Honey slime, eventually she'll digest the insects. No, she won't! The bees are actively building her body and use that to supply food to their young. Just because it's also sentient, I mean, they just, you know, they work it out. Just meet his ghost. Do you think that the ghost would... Oh, here we go. Then anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's true, I will. To be fair, though, this is like one of the harder mini-bosses that you can fight. Unless you're very good at video games. There you are. And that's how you do it, baby! Just meet his... By the way, the phrase, just meet his ghost. Yeah, just meet his ghost, forehead. Well, what do you mean? What do you think it's difficult to meet Ray Liotta? Just meet his ghost. Come on. Tell him you love doing Cocaine Bear. He was in that movie? Man, I saw Cocaine... Well, I didn't actually see the movie Cocaine Bear. I saw the concept of the movie of Cocaine Bear, and I'm like, that is so stupid. Good to see that the legacy of Hot Tub Time Machine and Snakes on a Plane remains alive even in the modern day. People are going to make those meme movies work eventually, right? I don't know. I think that one actually did make a good amount of meowny. No, I need the pound down dealio to get the thing. It's kind of based on a real event. How? Now look, I know that we like to throw based on real events around a lot, but can you really say that? Can you tell me that with a straight face? The bear just died from all the coke. Yeah! It's just like... It's not really the same event then, is it now? Ouija boards are here for a reason. Yeah, but then you're gonna meet, what is it, Howdy Doody, and he's gonna kill you. I'm sorry, I mean Apazuzu. This is movie referencing day now, isn't it? Whatever. No, Blind Fist. I'll take Soldier's Resistance. I think that's just a good mutation. Movie may triple its budget back. Well, usually you got to think about it that a movie's budget is usually doubled because the marketing. That's still a profitable movie then. Oh my god. Do you think that that means that there's going to be a sequel to Cocaine Bear? I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I get... No, I don't know how to feel about that. Well, we'll deal with it when it comes, right? Kilo of coke got dropped from a smuggling plane. Wow. That's a lot of coke. Bear found it and then died from heart attack. That's just strange to me. I feel like most animals would just not even bother with that because it would just... It doesn't even, like, you know, trying to eat that sort of thing, that would just make your mouth extremely numb and uncomfortable. It's like hidden in some sort of edible thing. For a moment, the coke bear was the Aphex predator. I'm sorry, when you said Aphex like that, I'm like, the Aphex twin of the bear. And then Alberto Balsam starts playing. Animals do weird things. That's true. As an animal myself, I can confirm that. Come to Barry. The only window they were licking that time was one with lines of coke on it. There's no, Fight the Vord Hosband? No. It happened on April 14th. No. Come on, certainly I've got something. Can you figure out what my favorite album by Aphex Twin is? Okay, anyway. It is, of course, Ambient Volume 2. No, it's not. That one is... I don't like that one as much. I'm gonna be honest, it's like even the original Ambient album was kind of I like the more experimental stuff. What can I say? I mean, overall, I think... Well, hey, you've seen the video games that I play. Of course I like the more experimental stuff. That's like my entire thing. Not necessarily, but often. As I always say, it's just like I want to see something I haven't seen before. And I don't even care if it's bad, as long as there's some sort of novelty to it. And that's, let's be real, a bad way to look at media. But at the same time, I don't preach it as the way that everybody should look at media, so I'll accept that. I'll accept that for myself. FSOL? Fair enough. Alright. What is it? So, I mean, as of right now, I mean, this is just, as always, Nutcracker's a pretty high-quality weapon. This sort of thing will take you into late game, baby. Unlocked from the very beginning. And having a lot of extra health here, too, on top of that, because of endurance, is going to really pay off. So, I like it. How does a kilo of coke drop out of a plane? I feel like you would guard that much cocaine with your life. That's so much. I guess I'm not really up on drug running or whatever, but how does that sort of thing just drop from a plane? It was like the plane crashed or something, I suppose. They dropped it. Oh, okay, because it got flagged. Yeah, okay, well, you would obviously do it then. Load of the plane was too heavy. Someone was trying to smuggle it in. Yeah, but it's like if you got like an entire small plane that you got chartered out for that, I feel like you would be able to... What am I talking about? I know nothing about this subject. I'm just talking for the sake of talking right now. What do I care about the logistics of smuggling cocaine? Look. There's sometimes where you just gotta be like, you don't have to comment on everything. And I'm like, have you seen my channel? And that's how Endo Finero was born. You don't need to follow every line of every line of thinking. It was a very lucrative business. We will be selling drugs. Stupid meme. Wait a second. This is the continuation of the pizza character storyline, isn't it? Where it's just like, if I can't become a pizza character, time to become the next math character. That'll show the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. I should know his name. Bryan Cranston, there you go. Also in Godzilla, of course. You should know this. I should know this. Yeah, Walter's gonna be all like, hey, I'm knocking on your door. I never saw the show. Hey, wait a second. That's what I'm looking for. Nerves of Steel. Oh, I like this weapon, but it just does not have enough ammo to make it worthwhile. I like the concept, though. The concept's great. I like skill-based weapons. I think because, of course, they can become very powerful, and with the amount that I played this game, then... yeah. Still, of course it's a good show. The only reason I never watch it was because I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's gonna be too much of a downer. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm also gonna come out of it very sad. Very, very depressed. Because I remember, it's like I was talking with Second Guy about when the final season of that show was on, and he was telling me, it's like, oh, it's so good, and I'm just like, I just feel like I'm gonna be sad. I feel like it's gonna make me sad. Still be fighting for Walter White's spot? Yeah, exactly. It's like, why not beat him at his own game? And then taking over the pizza business should be easy. Like, trivial, really. It's like, if I can beat him in methamphetamines, I can beat him in pizza. It's kind of sad, but not really. I don't know. I'm the sort of person that gets bummed out when I see people get arrested in police procedural shows. I'm just like, oh, come on, they didn't mean to kill that guy. This is how I got out of being a juror last year. I would be a terrible juror. Can't even beat a McPizza character. I'm supposed to be the thing he's mostly known at. Well, I mean, look. Do you want me to try? Look, it's either this or look. I'm either baking pizza or baking methamphetamines. Which one do you want to see? Consider it. Come on, let's get the flawless. Here at the very least. Yep. I could even combine the two. Two great tastes that taste great together. Yeah. The Reese's Cup of foodstuffs. I mean, okay, I'm just basically describing the original Coca-Cola recipe, but you know what I'm talking about. I think I just reinvented Coke. Coke 3, coming at you soon. Ah. I think it's time to create Coke 3. Who's with me? Put meth on pizza. Okay, so you were already thinking the exact same thing. It's just like, see? I think that would push me over the edge. I think that would be the thing. Coke 0.5. Go on. I'm listening. You have my attention. Now you just gotta reel me in here. Sure. Why not, right? It's Coca-Cola with... I mean, well, there is already Coke Zero, right? We put a little bit of sugar in it. This is the worst idea. This may be the worst idea. Let's just call it New Coke. Oh, right, it wasn't actually called Coke 2. It was called New Coke. Damn it, why did I think it was called Coke 2? That's a stupid name. This is why I'm not a marketing executive. I completely forgot that wasn't what it was called. I guess that's the thing. It's like, that's what I would have called it, and it would have bombed even harder. So take that how you will. And right into the freeze. Nunu Coke. We can, by the way, you can totally do a better name than Nunu Coke. Like spell it N-U-N-U Coke. And we can get a League of Legends? I think that's a character in League of Legends. Coke Plus, Neo Coke. Oh, Neo Shin Coke. Let's call it that. I like that name. 0.5 milligrams of Coke in every. Yes, I actually like that idea. Okay, so what we've taken is it's like a little shot glass style bottle, like shot glass sized bottle, and it just has Coke syrup in it, and we call it Coke 0.5. We have refined the recipe. We have distilled it into Coke's essence. You just like do this little shot glass. It has 5 times as much caffeine. Neo Shin Coke. Yeah, I mean, it does. I think it sounds more like something you would see in a Gundam. Didn't they call something Neo, like Neo Shin Tokyo or something like that in one of the Gundam series? I swear I remember something like that. There was like a city or a nation that was called, I don't know. Ah, Neo New Coke. It's the new stuff. I just said that because, again, I was listening to Sledgehammer while I was making that Fallout thing. Still a good song, great music video. Ow. Whatever. Neo Tokyo Pizza from. Oh man. Oh yeah. What is that? That's pizza that you soak in chicken broth, or is it chicken noodle soup? Like a chicken soup or something. And then you eat it with chopsticks. What a stupid idea. I mean, it's probably actually good. It kind of sounds good. But like, it's also it's supposed to rise to the top. Oh, I thought you were supposed to take it out with like a chopsticks, then eat it. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched a playthrough of Snatcher. Everyone's favorite Blade Runner pastiche. Made by Hideo Kojima. Yeah. As you do. Okay, come on. Alright. But the main characters doesn't rise. I didn't even yeah, it's like I remembered exactly what it was. I didn't remember exactly what the scene was with it in. What a dumb game. And then everybody died from Lucifer Alpha. Replaced by robots. Because again, it's Blade Runner. You get it. It's like, it's very clearly supposed to be Blade Runner. It's an awesome game. I don't know. It's a very hokey game. Best Kojima game? Is it really? I don't know. I really like the Death Stranding, and also just all the Metal Gear games. Probably Metal Gear Solid 3. I want to say is my favorite. And then I would probably actually say of the Metal Gear games, my favorite is. Second favorite is probably Rising. I think Rising really captured pretty much everything that the Kojima wanted to do in the story of Metal Gear Solid 2 and just did it better. And also with memes. Everybody likes the memes. Like, Kojima didn't even work on that game, so. There you go. Rising is great without Kojima. Yeah, I know. But it's like, but they did a really good job. The thing is, Monsoon's whole speech about the memes, Jack, is exactly what Kojima was trying to go for in Metal Gear Solid 2. But, you know, the rush development and everything meant that it didn't really have time to breathe. And it... Actually, no, let's go to Sepulchre. What am I doing? I just think that they really nailed it in that game. For like memes and everything. Memes wasn't really a thing. Well, I mean, okay, we didn't call it memes, but it's like it was still like if Kojima read the Wikipedia page on memes, like you read the Wikipedia. Oh, right, I already opened up that, didn't I? I read the Wikipedia page on extinction events for Death Stranding. He would have included that in the game. I'm telling you. Yeah, back then we called them jokes. Oh, you know what I'm talking about here. All right. Yeah, there's definitely, I definitely haven't gotten the thing in just yet. Can I get it yet? No, we're not getting any car. Stan Death Stranding? Is it because it's a very slow game? Just like an extremely, extraordinarily slow game? Which, fair enough. I don't know. I thought I had a lot of good stuff going on there. Very weird. Very, you know, I was just saying, like a novelty, interesting. Not quite what you expect from any sort of video game, and certainly it's more of a like weird thing. Am I slow names? You 100% Lunacid. Hey, how'd you enjoy that? Because I really like Lunacid, even though I haven't played it. Like, look. If you wanted me to play the entirety of Lunacid, you should have told me to play it after the full version came out. I pretty much 100% of that game at the point in which it was created. Yeah. I am obligated not to do any more unless people spend the points again. Still waiting for new content. No, I'm not waiting for new content for Lunacid. New content is already out. There already is new content. It's just I already played that game for like 100 hours. It's the same thing that happened with Secrets of Grindia. It's the same thing that happened with Undermine. I should really go play the rest of Secrets of Grindia, though. I don't know. I really like that game. The game's really good. But at the same time, too, it is like... It's kind of... I haven't played it for a long time, and it can be quite difficult. So... I don't know. I'd have to kind of, like, get back into it at this point. Meat boy there. Oh. Hey, that's the danger you get when you recommend early access games for me. There's no guarantee that I will play the entire thing when it comes out. Sometimes I will, like, well, Dead Cells. But also sometimes or Satisfactory, certainly. Sometimes I won't, though. Same thing with Chapter 9 of Celeste. Which I'm just like, oh, man. I don't know. Celeste is hard. Like, what can I say? Celeste is a hard game. Oh, I need to get an upgrade for my Nutcracker. When I get 100k, I will make you 100% Balatro. I don't know what Balatro is. I know that's the poker game, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, whatever. I need a little bit more damage here at this point. And fine, I'll do it. I mean, I don't know. It depends on what 100% means for Balatro. And it's called Force Me to Play, right? It's not called Force Me to Like. It's a run-based card game with a poker pastiche. Okay, well, that makes a bit more sense. I kind of thought so because it seems like there's this weird emphasis on like getting jokers and whatnot, at least from what I could tell from the little I've seen of it. I have not seen any gameplay or any... I've not seen anybody like stream, any videos on Balatro, nothing. 100% of Steam achievements. That depends on how difficult the Steam achievements are. Is it like Vampire Survivors? Because I can do Vampire Survivors. Is it like trying to get 100% of achievements of like Risk of Rain 2? Or... I suppose like for a card game like Slay the Spire or something? Because then probably not. I'll determine what a reasonable amount of things to do in that game is. And then I'll do it. Not even your Stream Idol. Yeah, I haven't really been watching a whole lot of Northern NL lately. I should go see what that guy's been up to. Wait, where'd my head go? Ain't got no head. A lot of Balatro. I mean, it doesn't surprise. Do you remember how much of Slay the Spire he played? It was like, there was an entire year or something on the channel that it was just Slay the Spire and Binding of Isaac. And that was it. Ah. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 100% of achievements, how in the Binding of Isaac? Okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that for the. I'm not doing an. I've gotten 100% of the achievements in Binding of Isaac. I am not doing that sort of thing again, unless I really like. Yeah, I better really like that game, or like 100% of achievements in Dead Cells, for example. I would. You've also gotten 100% of achievements in Gungeon, so it's like I could do it. I don't know if I want to do it. But I'm not going to say it's impossible. But like, you know, card games, though, way easier game to pick up and put down. Yeah, that's what you say. That's what they all say. I don't really like card games that much. That's the other thing, too. And I only really like card games if they're really weird, like Phantom Dust. Does Balatro have anime cutscenes? Because then I'd be interested. And also, for all I know, it might have anime cutscenes. No. Okay, well, does Balatro have a story at all? Probably not if it's supposed to be a poker pastiche. No. Yeah, I expect that. See, so how am I gonna want to 100%? That's the real question. See, that sort of thing is where that blueprint comes in handy. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be bad. That's pretty much a. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I just got the feeling that I'm not gonna like Balatro. If you force me to play it, I'll give it a try. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's one of those games that's always there. It's not a huge. Okay, that's good to hear at least. So it's not like 3-hour runs like Dead Cells here for every single time that you try to attempt it. Oh, I like Dead Cells, but let me tell you, I also like Dead Cells when each run only took a half hour. Now those are the days. Sure. Keep getting that stuff unlocked until I can get everything here. No, you can stop in the middle of the run and come back to it too. You didn't say how long it was, though, now did you? Which makes me hesitant. Do you like city builders? I like automation games, but have I ever played a city builder before? Oh yeah, you've seen the automation games, you know. So I feel like probably I would. Feels like that would be in my wheelhouse. Stop it. Hey, yo, get off my cloud. Fireballs, yum! Like, what would be the best? You know, I'm just curious. What would be the best city builder? Because let's be real, the only one I'm even aware of is like SimCity. Okay, that works. Yeah. There's also like a city skyline I kind of remember. I don't know. I have not played it. But I don't have the backpack unlocked. Right. SimCity 2K. Really? Because that's probably the last one that I played, though. SimCity 2000. City Skyline people beloved didn't click with me. Yeah, I don't know. And I guess I played Concrete Jungle, but that's a card game. That's not a city builder. And then weird how that works out. I don't know. I just want to get something unlocked here. Whatever they want to give me. I can't exit out to the menu if we're doing Iron Man, though, right? Nope. How about some Roller Coaster Tycoon? If people force me to play Roller Coaster Tycoon, I would. Because I think that... Because once again, that my whatever sort of umbrage I may have with the game is going to be outdone by wanting to play video game history, right? I feel like I'd get a good amount of... I get a good amount of enjoyment out of that regardless. Even if I am complete balls at the game. If you know what I mean. Is that even a phrase? Probably. I think I've heard somebody say that once. It was seriously a great game. I mean, I know. I'm well aware of the history and fame of the tycoon of roller coasters. But it's just like, I don't know. It's like it doesn't quite strike me as something that I would normally play myself. But I mean, that's why I got the whole like force me to play a game thing, right? It's like that's literally why I thought that was an interesting idea in the first place. Because I'm like, well, you know, I wouldn't play this game otherwise, so let's check it out. Hey, you're supposed to get a parry there. You know, even if I was sort of interested in it, like Satisfactory, it's like, it seems sort of interesting, but I'm also like, I don't know if I would quite like it. So people forced me to play it. And then I found out, no, I actually really do enjoy that sort of thing. I enjoy a grind occasionally. What can I say? Oh, geez. All right, speaking of force me to play stuff, what do we got here? Make sure I'm just... Never know when those guys are going to just turn around for no apparent reason. Against the Storm, get the first Ancient Seal at a minimum. I have no idea what Against the Storm is. I've never even heard of that game before. There you go. So having a shield is always a... Ow! And well, the shield doesn't work against earthquakes, but you know what I'm saying here. What is Against the Storm? I mean, I'll put it on. I'll get it on the list. I might start just like throwing on some quicker games that I got here to do, since I'm spending so much time working on Fallout at this point in time. And I still got... They should just go do Pocket Kingdom, of course, then. Ooh, good parry. I don't know the parry timing for that one, so that was just a guess. The actual overhead swing that the Guardians do. But, worked out well. I'm not going to complain. Take you out, though. Looks like a city builder. I mean, you know I can't click on a link. With the way that my internet works, it will drop the stream, is the problem. Yeah, there we go. Guess I'm just going to keep going for parries at this point in time. Yeah, I mean, I do have synergy for that. I haven't really been using it too much, but I got the mutation. Bro. Against the Storm is a 2023 game made by Eternite Games, Hooded Horse. Unlike traditional city building games, it incorporates elements of roguelike games, has a short playtime where those players must achieve. Does that really work with like a city building type of game? I feel like a city building type of game, the fact that it is a city that, you know, is like a permanent installation is kind of part of the appeal, right? So putting arbitrary requirements on there, I mean, you know, let's be honest, I prefer that. Like, I'm somebody who's very goal-focused when playing video games. And kind of immediately, I mean, you saw Fallout, I just immediately run to the main objective, right? And that's gonna continue being a thing in Fallout 2 and 3. If you're wondering. You ever played a Civ game? You know, I never have, but I do have Endless Legend on the list too that I'm gonna end up playing at. Maybe I'll just like actually go do that at this point in time. Just be like, you know what, this has been on the list. I just wanted This has been on the list. This is weird. I own it. I got it. I'm ready. Let's check it out. See my foray. I mean, I played, what was it? Age of Empires, which is not a 4X game by any stretch of the imagination, but has at least enough of a DNA in there that you can make some sort of comparison. Was not good at that one. Whoa, boy. But at the same time, we'll see. You keep saying that. That's because it's a game I'm interested in and that I want to do, but also working is hard, and I don't want to work. I just want to play RPGs from the 90s all day. I don't want to work. I just want to play turn-based games all day. I think most people can relate to that. Yeah. I do like turn-based games. What can I say? God, dude, I own it, and I bought the game. I got it installed. I made sure that it works. It's all ready to go. But then again, I've also got that with, like, Icy, for example, which I still haven't done yet. Endless Legend is a turn-based game. It is? I mean, I didn't know that. I thought it was. I thought it was like RTS style. You know, like sort of. That's why I was comparing it to Age of Empires, because I'm like, oh, it's like an RTS style. Sure. Oh, you're not dead yet. Well, you are now. Good morning. Welcome to the channel's 7th anniversary stream, wherein I play through Dead Cells, start to end. Most 4X are they? Well, that shows how little I know about the genre. Huh. All right then. I don't know. It's intimidating because I don't have very good what is it, APM when it comes to doing much of anything, but especially a genre that I'm very much not familiar with. Huge fan of the Civ games. Most other 4X games don't scratch that itch. I can imagine that. From what I understand, the 4X games are a very particular audience more often than not, that it feels like it gets. Because there's a lot of, micromanaging, and just, it's difficult. It's like, it's just hard to get into. A lot of things to learn all over the place. But I don't know if it's turn-based. I feel like I can probably do it, right? Okay, we still got YOLO. We got all 3 potion charges. We got a pretty decent little weapon here, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, I don't have like double ammo right now, so let's go. Just gotta make sure that I am on my parry game more than anything else. All right. Well, let's see how this works here. I'm feeling pretty good. And it'll be 2 of 6 runs. Feels good to play some DC. It sure does. I mean, well, you know, I like this game. It's just I also have played this game for 2,000 hours. No, do that. I want to get my... Oh, right, you can actually turn around and then... Yeah. Give me my arrows back. Oh, is that the first time that I've gotten healing to pop up as a prompt? Ugh, that's how you know I'm doing pretty poorly here. Well, it should be fine. It should be okay. Okay, let's just get rid of that first. Give me my arrows back. I need those. I'm gonna die. There we go. Come on. Ugh. Fine, I guess we're doing this then. Yeah, this is the problem with working with a build like this, right? He's starting to flash over there. Doing good. Yeah, no, I should be fine here. Oh my god, just swing at me here, man. So that I can at least get one salvo of arrows here. Hey! I miss these streams. Well, it's not like I've retired or anything. Just, you know. Look, sometimes I just pick a project that I'm going to do for an ungodly amount of time, okay? It just happens like that. And unfortunately, in the last month, that is Void Stranger, immediately followed by the Fallout Anthology. So, you know. That's what happened. Look, at least I finished the projects, right? Dead Cells is unique somehow. This game, like, I don't, like, that's the whole thing. Where one of the big things when I was first starting out doing, you know, anything on internet was that I just wanted to have one thing that I could try and, you know, really zero in on, really try and get something working with that. So that it's just like, regardless of anything else, yeah, it's like I can do all the weird experimentation and nonsense, and it's all going to be the same thing. It's all going to, okay, come on now. I know this is 2-cell mode, but like, I didn't expect enemies to be taking this much damage. Yeesh. Yeah, so I mean, there is definitely something about Dead Cells in particular in the sense that it's like, well, you know, I got the most practice here. I know what I'm doing the most. I got the most stuff to say about the game and everything. But at the same time, it's like, well, it's been doing it for 7 years. I do like playing a huge variety of games. I think that's true for anybody that has sort of like a main focus of the channel type of thing. Or just like eventually at some point in time, regardless of how much you like a game, you just sort of like, yeah, but I also want to do some other stuff. I want to do something different. There you go. Even if your audience has come to expect a single thing. We're talking about Northern Lion playing, for example, Binding of Isaac. Where it's just like, you know, that guy eventually just got to the point where he was using it to rant about the seating placements on the Titanic or whatever. But it's just like, you know, still go back to it occasionally and everything, but it's like, you know, do something a little bit different occasionally. Really nice game to zero in on. It's a very flashy, fun to look at game, you know? And being able to carry on complete conversations and, I mean, well, you can see how much brain power it takes me to be able to play this game. Although I'm not doing great on health right now. No, I think it's a great spectator game. It's just, you know, I've been doing it for 7 years. Please understand. It's not like I'm going to stop at any point in time. Clearly, it's like when I said, hey, let's do a channel anniversary thing, first thing I thought of was, hey, let's do Dead Cells. It's either that or you could go watch me continue to play through Fallout 3, I suppose. Just get increasingly baffled at some of the stuff they do in that game. Oh, do not have as much. Ugh. God, I do not have the DPS that I feel like I'm used to having with this. You know what I'm talking about? There's some very odd choices. I've noticed. Like, it's interesting. It is a very interesting sort of game, but it's also a very weird sort of game to be playing. Where they really, really went to efforts, especially at the very beginning of the game, to try and recreate stuff from the original Fallouts. Like every single place. Oh no. Like every single like piece of every single like asset, every single, you know, model that they created felt like it was very lovingly created from the original Fallouts. But it's like at the same time, it also doesn't quite have the same feeling as the original games. What I'm talking about specifically is like 2 hours into the game or something, I was already meeting the Brotherhood and fighting super mutants, and I'm like, that's not really a thing. That's not really how these games usually do stuff. I mean, the Brotherhood is mostly a background element that's sort of a side story type of thing more than anything else. And to have them just be like, hey, we're the super special forces that go and kill everything around here. It's like, what? Also, why are there even super mutants in the first place? That's, you know, I thought that the FEV was mostly limited to the place around the Mariposa military base because, you know, that's like in Fallout 2 specifically had to go back to the ruins of that place to get a pure sample of FEV. Why on the East Coast are there super mutants? I'm getting too far into these games, everybody. I'm sorry. We've gotten to that point. But anyway, it's just like at the same time though, it's like I don't know. I feel like there is an exceptional amount of detail to trying to recapture the original Fallout games in Fallout 3. So I can respect that. Absolutely. Do you want to know? I mean, I'll figure it out eventually, right? I suppose it's probably not going to be a big deal. It's like they'll tell me why that is. Give me that YOLO. Might actually use it at this rate. Yeesh. We're doing Fallout. We're doing Fallout conversations during. It depends on how much exploration you do. Okay, well, we'll see. Well, it depends on how much the game encourages me to do that exploration. Because as of right now, I feel like I haven't really gotten as many side quests as I would normally have in a Fallout game. Anyway, we're doing Dead Cells, 0 to 5 cells. Yeah, we're currently on 2. So, as far as an Iron Man run goes, it's still applicable. Although I nearly died at the beginning of this run anyway. Because I'm not exercising enough caution. Chat will tell you once you finish. Yeah, then that's fine. Whatever. Like, look, I'm totally willing to learn stuff after I'm finished with the game. We got to preserve the... Especially with a big ol' RPG. Normally, you know me. I don't care about spoilers. Spoilers ain't nothing. It's just... The thing is... Yeah, I'll take that. The thing is... It's supposed to be something of a unique experience every time you play these games, and everybody plays them in a different way, and blah, blah, blah. So I feel like I really got to try and keep myself pretty fresh for something like an open world RPG, right? That it's like knowing everything about those games does change the experience a lot more than, say, having played or not played Super Mario Brothers before. I feel like you can still do a very good series on Super Mario Brothers even if you've never played the game. It's a very different experience though when you know exactly where you need to go and what exactly you need to do to progress in the game for a big ol' RPG, right? It changes things up a lot when you know how to get the good weapons, or you know how to get the good, you know, where the big experience quests are, or, you know, even just like how you can skip a major part of the start of the game, where it's like, hey, if you have knowledge of where your dad is, which is seemingly the entire plot of Fallout 3, then you can just make a beeline right for it, right? And that's also true for the original Fallouts as well, which is probably why I think they maintained that as an aspect of the game. Where it's just like, hey, if you know where San Francisco is, you can get a lot of advantages in early game Fallout 2. Or if you know where like the LA Boneyard is in Fallout 1. And that makes a big difference. Like, I had to fight tooth and nail to figure out about like the hunting rifle that you got from the one guy in Junktown in Fallout 1. And that makes a huge difference in terms of money early game. That sort of stuff. What are your thoughts on the Rogue Prince of Persia? I mean, I was looking at some reviews of it, people saying it's like, it needs more content. So maybe I'll wait out a little bit before I start jumping into it too much. It's like, it seems like it's not a ton of stuff to do as of just yet, but apparently does still have enough of that DNA from Dead Cells that I would probably enjoy it regardless. I don't know. There's always that feeling, especially with licensed games, right? That it's like I always just sort of feel maybe it's just growing up at a time where, oh, you're going to give me some food, right? Maybe it's just a feeling where growing up at a time where licensed games are pretty much synonymous with total and complete garbage. That I'm just like, I've always sort of very ready to write those off. Thank you. Not going to use that yet, but soon enough. I'm sure I'd probably enjoy the game if I played it, but I want to wait until there's a little bit more going on. That's kind of the big thing. Besides, you can tell that I'm getting pretty deep into other stupid projects that I'm doing, so... Oh, I should have grabbed... actually, what do I need to grab at this point? Wall running? Yeah, I think that's the next major one. Or, no, not wall running. I need to do ground pound. Ground pound first, and then we can do wall running, I think, past that point. So, that's the order of operations. All right, break. That's the plan. It's been a little bit since I've started up a new save file. Oh, it's been a little bit since I played Dead Cells. But it's also been a little bit since I've started up a new save file, so I gotta remember what I need to actually do here to get the full range of stuff, right? Get down here. Hey! Get on with it here at some point. Also, you know, on that topic of Fallout, it's like, I don't know. Y'all liking it? Y'all enjoying it? Y'all interested in seeing a little bit more of the same basic thing that I'm doing with that first video? Because I'm still kind of wondering. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but I also want to get, like, is it okay? Is it okay? You can only play so much Dead Cells before it gets monotonous. It's been 5 years. I swear I'm not addicted. I mean, it's still a good game. Like, look, there's a lot of games when I look at them and I'm just like, oh, man, playing that for like 10 years or something, that's too much. This is still a very fun game to play. I'm having a good time. But like, yeah, no, I was actually just talking about that, funny enough. Where I'm just like, you know, I like the game, but I've also played a lot of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then, I mean, it is quite a bit more damage. Yeah, let's go with that, sure. I mean, the other thing is that I was, you know, alongside Fallout, I was thinking about doing a similar sort of thing for that backpack, right? The Elder Scrolls games, which I don't know how much people would be interested in with it. We'll see. I'll make the choice when I finish up with Fallout at this rate. I got 2.5 more games to go, right? Oh. I'm very interested in seeing New Vegas because I probably know the most about that game. Although I have already recognized a few things that, like, I've heard about when Fallout 3 was first coming out and whatnot. So, like, I'm at a point right now in the game where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember hearing about this thing. So I wonder how that's gonna go. Yeah, but we'll see. The only roguelike where one full run doesn't feel too short and leave me dissatisfied with the difficulty. I don't know. I feel like Dead Cells, these runs are very long. I think they could actually have them be a little bit shorter, and I'd be okay with that. There was one time that when the assassin, the timekeeper, then known as the assassin, was the final boss of the game. Runs were about a half hour long, at least with the way that I was playing them. And I felt like that was a good amount of time to play. Like 2 hours or something that you can easily spend on a run of Dead Cells is, whew, boy. No, you don't. I really want to make sure I don't get hit by that. That will actually obliterate my face. There we go. Good. Hoi. I mean, Dead Cells, I think, is also... You know, that's the whole thing, where despite the amount that I play Dead Cells, I do feel like runs are too long and too hard. So, you know. And it's like, you know how much I play this game? What does that say? But at the same time, it's like, you know, Dark Souls and whatever. They pride themselves on the difficulty more than anything else, right? So it's just like, it makes sense that that's more of a badge of honor than anything else. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, yes, of course it's that difficult. That's intentional. We love it. We like it like that. Okay, whatever. I guess I'm not going to kill that thing. Gotta get some more money here at this rate, right? Come on, I want to continue on with the thing. Thousands of hours in Dead Cells, still hate the Inquisitor like day one. Well, yeah. I feel like I can deal with them well enough at this point, but man, remember when the Arbiter was just everywhere? That was a time in Dead Cells history that I am not particularly nostalgic for. You know what? I'm just very afraid of working with the Thornies, but I need to be here to get the stuff. What I gotta unlock is reroll and also merchandise categories. Everywhere and they could aim. Well, they don't just aim; they also aim around themselves. I got like a shotgun blast after all, which is the thing that really made it scary more than anything else. Because you can at least walk out of the way of Inquisitor shots. Mostly. There you go. Hey. Come on, I don't want to use potion charges yet. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get some life-stealy type of stuff. Life-steely Dan type of stuff. I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah. Get the stun there. Get the stun. Yeah. I hate not being able to climb on walls. I'm missing that so much right now. Okay. Just get yeah? Oh, interesting. 5 cell items are found quite early on. Ooh. That'd be interesting to see that if you were playing this game for the first time and just being like, what the hell is hemorrhage? And then it's like, oh man, you don't even know what you gotta do to try and get this thing. Come on, get up here. Cha! Hate you. Ah! You are harming me on both a personal and physical level. Alright. You can also get bleed propagation, which as always, pretty good. Alright, food? No. Well, the slime guys don't actually... There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Slime guys don't actually, can't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Still looking for the food shop more than anything else. I should have access to it. Yeah, I'm past 1 cell at this point. Oh, thankfully, I'm really enjoying having ranged weapons as of now. And with everything else, it's like, just die! There, whatever. Ugh. Look, I can get back up to full health. I just need to find the food shop. Ooh, skulls. Alright. What I'd really like to get is, like, what doesn't kill me at this point in time. I think that would actually go down pretty smooth as far as getting some extra healing goes. But of course, even just some basic stuff in terms of trying to get, like, I can't even remember. Ah! Come on, it's only been 2 hours. Can't be, like, losing it. Can't be getting this tired just yet. I mean, it is also almost midnight, so, you know. That's a thing, too. You. Bleed propagation, making this nice and easy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. Give me that. Let's get out of here. Okay, well, yeah, you know, could have been worse. I'm going to say it. could have been worse. Although I suppose we're not quite done yet, are we? You know, stun locked if I can. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. And you know, hey, it upgrades the down smash as well. So there is, of course, that. All right, now we can finally go get wall running, which of course is, I would say, the best upgrade in the entire game. Yeah, you know what? I think that's reasonable. It's a reasonable take. It's the one that certainly has the most gameplay impact. Though if I actually use the homunculus rune more, maybe I could get some more off it. Ah, well, I don't, so what do you want from me? Trying my best here, but it's hard. See, like, remembering to do that is hard. Give me bleed propagation. Whatever, it ain't gonna happen. There we go. Never mind, it did. Alright. I should have enough enemies. I'm probably gonna need to... I'm probably gonna need to not take cursed chests for the most part, though. Should be okay here, but... I don't know. This is playing with fire in a way that is probably going to get me burned. Hey, sofa cushion. Welcome to the jam. Alright, anything else of interest? Doing Dead Cells today because the 7th channel anniversary. And I didn't plan anything. So we're doing this. You here first. Can't bleed that, but that's okay. Just gotta be careful, right? More than anything else. Oh, nice. Okay. I think I got this, but I don't know. Still pretty hesitant to try and just jump into anywhere right now. Still, though, with a ranged weapon now, this should be pretty safe. And indeed it was. Okay. And, hey, we even got cluster grenade out of it. You know what? I'll take that. All right. Still don't have Explorer's Rune, but that's not essential or anything. It's just a pretty handy thing to have for the most part. I'm feeling pretty good on this one. Started out shaky. Real shaky. Like, really bad. But I feel like at this point in time I've kind of recovered enough. Oh, there's also more legendary items here. Good, good. What we got? Don't mind if I do. Still don't have wall running though, so that's gonna be a problem, but whatever. I don't know which one would be better, really. Probably the ice grenade, but I don't know. I like being able to at least mostly take out enemies here. Start with. Oh, I don't know. There's just so many different things I could end up doing as of right now that I'm just gonna have to pick something and go, right? And then one more. Is there anything else even worth going for in the ossuary at this point in time? I don't think so. I'm out. Yeah, I'm probably just not going to take any cursed chests past this point. I think cursed chests are just too risky to end up grabbing. And that's why I just need to not do that. Oh, boy. How many more? 5 more items. Well, at least there's restock. Well, first off, backpack for the healing items. Second off, we're going to go for restock because I really think that is going to make up for a big difference in the upcoming parts here. Soldier's resistance, endurance, whatever you want to call it. There's also a good amount of money even if I can't use it. All right. Oh, man. Smoked a nice legal doobie today. Legalization in Germany. Wait, Germany has legalization? What? When did that happen? I didn't even know. Also, that was a message from a while ago that I didn't see. When did that happen? Yeah, 1st of April, 2024. Wow, so actually like really recent. I didn't even know that was on the docket for like legalization. I mean, we still got like all kinds of funky, weird stuff that they're doing with the way that works here in old America. In old Amerigo Vespucci country. Where it's just like, technically it's legal where I am, but that's not actually recognized by the state and is still not recognized by the government. So it's like, technically I could probably go and stoke up a big old weed. Go inject a big old weed hypodermic, but like, it's sort of, I think. Yeah, in Portland we'd have all the, well, yeah, of course. Oregon and Colorado, of course, famously. Ooh, that was close. I mean, you know, I tried gummies, and what was it? I tried gummies on stream and then played like a little bit of Undermine, and that was about the extent of what I've done, period, ever. In my entire life. Even outside of anything else, do the weed. I feel like I probably should. I feel like I'd probably enjoy it, but I don't know, the first, what was it like? Eh? I remember that I started out pretty slow, you know, like really ramping up. I didn't want to go all this edible ain't shit, but it's like, to be honest, I can probably have like 1-2 gummies and be totally okay. Because I just sort of felt like, yeah, something. But it wasn't like I didn't feel like creating an entire culture around it like what actually exists, which is hilarious as it is. I have no actual real world experience with it. Edibles are the worst, but I don't want to smoke. I've gone my entire life without smoking so far. I don't want to smoke now. Wait a second, how do I get in here? How do I get to the sanctuary then? How do you get to the sanctuary? I've totally forgotten. That's through the sewers. I gotta go through sewers, okay. Vape then? That's still... Really? Already? That's still pretty much smoking. I feel like starting with a very little amount, taking 10 minutes after a toke or vaporizer is good advice, but I don't want to smoke! I don't want to smoke, though. Everyone has too many gummies at least once. I haven't had that happen yet. Oh no, it's going to happen to me. It'll happen to you. Vaping ain't smoking. It's basically smoking. Also, speaking of things with funny cultures behind it. Ah! Not really, no burn. Look at it. Yeah, but it's like you're still inhaling it, right? It's an inhalant. It's like I've gone my entire life without doing that. I am an actual adult human man. And I've gone my entire life without smoking. And I don't want to do it. Yeah. I'm just saying that it's like, I think I would probably just overall enjoy like what was it? Huey Lewis said, I want a new drug, one that won't make me sick. And frankly, it's just like, it's not like I'm really having any alcohol or anything at this point. So I feel like I'd probably be down. You know? But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know how to get it very easily. I'm an adult human male. I don't know how to get marijuana. As you know, as soon as you are out of college age, nobody knows how to get marijuana. And it's supposed to technically be legal here, but I'm too afraid to ask. Here's where it's just like, here's where it comes out, right? I'm too afraid of being the guy that goes up and is like, do you got weed? I'm an adult man. I can't be the guy that goes up to the cash register and is like, do you have weed? It's just, I'd die. I would turn into a pile of dust on the spot. I'm not like a kid. I can't go. I'm not like a kid. I can't go and ask somebody where to get weed. Oh, can I just get a little high, please? Okay. I would avoid that social scenario at all costs. I'm an adult. I can't do that. You can't do that when you're an adult. I mean, I guess I'll take an upgrade, right? Not with that attitude. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, I'm an adult man. Can I get one weed? Please wrap it up to go. I've got to go meet my wife and kids. I can't do that. That's the worst. Oh, what strength? Oh, just the standard. I'm the normal sort that an adult man would take on a daily basis. I've listened to the next episode by Snoop Dogg. Give me the amount that he describes there when he says to smoke weed every day. You can do that? Great. Oh yes, no, you don't have to explain it to me. I've eaten weed plenty of times. You just pop it right in your mouth. And then watch the magic happen, am I right? That's gonna be me. It's going to be me. I can't be that person. I can't do that. I want to do it, but it's just like I can't. You have medical weed for ADHD? I don't think so. I don't know what the laws are. I just know that it's like it's legal, but like, you know, barely legal. But it is like legal, and there are like shops around here that are like, hey, it's weed utopia. Come in here and get totally blotto, kids, as long as you're of age. You can do it, Doc. We believe in you. Let me just go load up Twitch chat on my phone. We'll go get a what is that, Periscope? That's the one that you use for just like walking around town or whatever. I'll get you loaded up on the phone, and you walk me through. You walk me through how to buy weed. Oh, that would be a stream to remember. Hey, nice. That would be a stream to remember. And please, just give me a second. I need to look at my phone to figure out what I need to order. Oh, Just go to a dispensary. Vape shops sell a lot of edibles too. Oh yeah, I mean I know of several around. Okay, no, this isn't the one with. Walk the counter. Ask how much weed is these days. So how much is a weed these days? Hello, I'm an adult man, and I'm just wondering how much is weed these days. Is that per kilo? No, it's not. I'm sorry. Often I take more weed than usual. That's what's gonna happen. 8th channel anniversary is buying weed vlog. I'm just wondering right now if Jeff Bezos is rolling over in his grave. He's a vampire. He sleeps in a grave. Listening to this sort of conversation, it's like, this is not why I bought Twitch. There's so many bad things going on here. Jeff Bezos, doesn't give a shit. You don't make Jeff Bezos cry. He's my boss, you know. He's not. Amazon sold that, right? I don't even remember. No, Amazon doesn't have him as the CEO anymore. I don't know. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman, as Jay-Z would say. But that also means that I'm not a businessman. I don't know anything about business. It's Tim Sweeney now. All right, well, Sweeney Todd's probably rolling over, potentially in his grave. I don't know if he was embraced by Jeff Bezos after becoming the new Amazon CEO, or if that's, like, you know, maybe potentially frowned upon against corporate policy to embrace new vampires. I don't work for Amazon, okay? It's just like we got more of a partnership thing going on, right? Increments of 10 milligrams of THC, which is roughly 1 dose. I didn't know there were doses for marijuana. I thought it was just like people put the weed with the weed leaf in paper, and then they roll it up, and then they are all like, let's listen to King Crimson or something. Is King Crimson a weed band? Grateful Dead? That's probably more accurate. I feel like Willie Nelson. Good God, I can't come up with anything more modern. I'm sorry. They just listen to the Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes. And while they smoke a doobie, right? This is Pink Floyd. Oh, yeah, you know what? Pink Floyd would be pretty good, right? Tool. I would not have expected Tool. I feel like that would be a bit harsh. Whatever works, right? Mars Volta. Yeah, fair enough. I'd say at least slightly more modern than the ones that I was going with. Whatever music you enjoy. Finally, something to go and listen to Drux to bring it back to Aphex Twin again. To be honest, throwing on Drux, taking a gummy, and going and playing like Binding of Isaacs would be an experience. By the way, if you're wondering how I got that first gummy for like the stream, second guy gave it to me. And funny enough, after I got it, we met in my car outside of his apartment building. I had a feeling. Yeah, of course. We met in my car outside his apartment building, and you know, like he gave it to me. It's pretty much what you'd expect. I got pulled over by the cops after that. Thankfully, you know, I had it away, it's supposed to be legal, but still, it's like the first time that I've ever done that in my entire life. I think he lives across from a bar, so I think that they thought that I was driving away from the bar drunk, or they might have thought that we were doing a drug deal. I don't know, but well, I suppose I don't need to know now, do I? Where does this go? Ah, Sepulcher. Sure. Are you pulled over because I assume that specifically that was because I didn't have, well, they were looking for me to be drunk because, again, it was like very close to a bar. But the real reason why I was pulled over was because I had not had my car registered for like 2 years. I only got my car registered last October. Oh yeah, baby. I also had to go and get my license renewed, which had expired 2 years ago. So it's like there's a number of reasons why I am a prime suspect to be pulled over by the police. Honestly, I feel like I can't even fault them at that point, where it's just, I thought you were an adult. Shut the fuck up! Anyway. I pay taxes. I own my own car. I can be an adult and still be kind of irresponsible. And besides, it's all current now. I can't believe you're doing this to me. Ugh. Oh, I'm gonna be using YOLO at the... Nope. There it is. Look, making appointments is hard. Ah! Jesus. Now, gotta take this one a little bit slower, it seems. Come on. Are you in your Soviet citizen phase? No, I was I didn't want to go to the DMV phase. Like, just, like, what? Just, like, don't want to go to my... And by the way, you want to know, you want to know why? You want to know why I ended up finally getting it? Because my dad called me out on it. He's just like, hey, Mr. Inferno Firebird. I'm your father, but I call you that. When was the last time that you registered your car? And I'm like, okay, I'll go register my car. If it's getting to the point where my dad is calling me out on it, yeah. Just like, that's a pretty old sticker you got on your license plate there. And I'm like, yeah. Fair enough. You got me. I'm an adult. What? I can have a good relationship with my parents still. Ugh. I just went out with my mom for the birthday thing recently. Like, I talk to my parents. Haram, go call your parents to chat. I need to put my new stickers on. Yeah, that's probably a sort of thing that will get you pulled over for looking like you're dealing drugs. Does your state not... they do... if you don't wait as long as I did. I didn't want to go to the DMV. They changed it from the usual building, and I'm like, I didn't want to try and go find the new one, and all that sort of stuff. I still live with my parents. There's no shame in that. Yeah. It was just like, you know. Just say it. Oh, by the way, it was my birthday on the 24th. Did you all wish me a happy birthday even though I wasn't streaming or doing anything? I expect you did. Slow of a weapon to be able to take out these things as evidenced earlier when I died. I did in my heart, of course. I mean, I'm even more of an adult than I was last week. Doesn't that say something? Ah! Financially smart. You can go to uni from home, absolutely do it. I mean, I suppose. There's no reason why you have to get an apartment or something. Shit's expensive, I can tell you. Okay. Okay. There you go. But the thing is... the thing is, you all didn't wish me enough happy birthday wishes, so the next Dead Cell stream is canceled. I don't know. I didn't have anything I could say there, so I just said something stupid. Google Surfaces upgrade. I don't know what I don't know what the wireless is in this building. There is like a wireless provided that's just like, you know, the public stuff, which I could use. But the thing is, my stuff won't update if I don't have it on the wireless, and then I need to, like, you know, plug it in and everything. So I would have to go and figure out what the public wireless is for my phone, what the password is, get onto that, probably update everything for the next, like, from the 3 years ago or something. You know what I'm talking about. You have a cable for connecting? I might? I don't think so. At least not one that I can get easily. Also, I don't even know what. Go back at the light again. For some reason, I thought you lived with your parents. What? I mean, oh, that certainly hasn't been true for sometimes during this channel. Oh, what are you talking about? No, there's not other points in time that I've been unemployed recently. And, hey, you'll never know. Even if I am, you'll never know. I will never say. Look, sometimes finding an apartment that is affordable is hard. I just figured your mom would let you use Wi-Fi. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like I could probably go over to my parents' house and be like, hey, can I use your Wi-Fi? That'd be weird. Like, do you really want me to go and pause the stream for another half hour again as I go and drive over to my parents' house and get their Wi-Fi? Just go to McDonald's. Do you want me to? It's midnight. You know, this is midnight for me, right? The cursed shrine. Or, no, the Swedish shrine. Indeed. The most cursed place around, Sweden. I'm sorry for anybody that lives in Sweden. Sorry I said that. Okay. Does McDonald's, honestly, I've never used McDonald's Wi-Fi. Do they still have the Wi-Fi going off hours? If I was going to sit in the parking lot and use Wi-Fi, no, then people would think I'm looking at porn. Or something even worse. I don't know. I feel like I already look enough like the sort of guy who would be doing something bad that it's like I don't want to be sitting in a closed McDonald's parking lot updating my phone. You could look at porn while downloading the updates. You know, chat, I suppose you're right. When you're right, you're right. You idiots. I feel like I would get very bad internet service if I was trying to do that while also downloading stuff. I didn't even know you could grab the runes like that. I guess it makes sense, but we need to go through there anyway. Well, this sepulcher was a nightmare, but I'm alive, so who's the real loser here? It's you for watching the stream. Continuing on. I mean, you're the one looking at porn in the McDonald's parking lot. I don't want to... Anyway. Continuing on. Get that restock already. This is going to be the thing that saves me later on, right? Hey, you got anything else? Max HP, that ain't going to happen. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to worry too much about trying to get anything more advanced than that. I'm already playing with fire as it is, right? And I lost YOLO. All right. Let's see how this goes. And then, hey, for, Oh, daff. Well, not great to start with, but... Okay. I feel like at this point in time I should just go for... Yeah, parries for the most part. Oh, right, it doesn't go for the third until second phase. Not bad. Good. There we go. All right. Hey, my mom should have not lose Oh no, I'll tell you you're a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Soy un perdedor. More music references, everybody. I feel like I've been slacking on that in the past few years. Making dumb music references, but I think we're doing pretty good on this stream then, right? Just keep going for non-stop infinite parries, right? It's effective. Can't say that it isn't. Nope, not quite. All right. Come on already. We talked a lot of weed music. I don't know why. It's just like, is in the court of the Crimson King. It's just the first thing I think of when I think of King Crimson. Would that be... Okay. Would that be a good weed album? I mean, I think Pink Floyd is... That's a good choice. Hey, Lamau. I would probably go for Wish You Were Here rather than like Dark Side of the Moon, just because, oh man, I love that one. That is such a good album. Go try and see if Dark Side of the Moon syncs up with my gameplay at all. All right, come on. By the end of this, I should be able to get that, provided that I'm not going to die. You will die. Now die. Yes. You know, I can see that. Go throw on Tales of the Topographic Ocean. That'd be something. Would it be like great though? Yeah, but like yes, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, the usuals. I can imagine that being pretty high quality. Get it? Sort of experience. I don't know what I'm talking about. Once again, I don't need to follow every single line of thinking that I have. I just do it anyway. Yeah, I'm going to be careful here because I know it's going to be really annoying. Yeah. Yeah, it's not terrible, but not the best. Hi. Intrusive thoughts with Dr. Inferno Firebird. My current intrusive thought is, what if I just died right now and then ended the stream? I'm kind of thinking about that at this point because, you know, like we're looking at 2 hours. I usually like 2 hours is about as the stream, but it's just like I gotta keep going to see if I can get. I think when I die, I'll probably end the stream. Speaking of that right now that you brought it up. Because it is getting late to start with, and also I'm tired. I shouldn't have started this at 7 p.m. The 7th anniversary, or 9 p.m. I mean. The 7th anniversary super stream. Note, not super. Well, look, here's the thing. I haven't died yet. I'm feeling like I might be able to go the distance at least on 2 cells. Now, 3, 4, 5, we'll see. Everybody in the house, get up and jive. Something. Just, how much of Mambo number to 5 do I actually know? Oh yeah. You gotta remember that enemies don't actually teleport to me in this difficulty. Yeah, sure. All right. Just keep... I should probably find another better place to actually do this, but that's hard. Whatever. That's right. It's just like you should expect. About the point in time that we roll around to... By the point in time that we roll around to... That works. About 2 hours of streaming. That means that I'm tired and I'm not doing... And I don't like doing more. I want to stop and go and play video games. But video games where I don't have to talk, and I can instead go and listen to, I don't know, what's the latest thing that I've been doing? A lot of Mario hacks lately again, actually. Just watched a TAS of Odd Sands, which is pretty interesting. Funny enough, I'm actually subscribed on YouTube to one of the people that created that, Jabriz. Pretty good stuff. But I mean, that's also like the jump team type of people overall. Usually pretty high quality and very interesting ideas. Interesting ideas executed really well. But also, you know. Yeah. I've also been watching a good playthrough of Nonsense lately, which is a game that I feel like I could actually play myself if I had a ROM of Super Mario World. But of course, that would be illegal, so I can't do that. Yeah. Oh, I'm actually up at 100% health. I can stop doing this now. Hey. There we go. Yeah, really I feel like I probably am going to have to go and get an upgrade at this point. I'm just not doing as much damage as I need to. Hemorrhage, you're great, but I need something a little bit more powerful at this point, right? I could go grab, like... Symmetrical Lance is going to be the best that I got, right? So... That's, I guess, what we're doing. The old mirror match against the Hand of the King. With, like, the bombs and everything. I mean, cluster bombs would, of course, be the more thematically appropriate one. Which I guess I could unlock. But, and the shield, and, like, assault shield, of course. Why am I planning to do a cosplay right now? This is not really the time for that. Whatever, we'll get to there. We'll get to there when we get to there, right? In the meantime, though... God, maybe I should go for, like a tactics run or something at this point in time. Might be able, as long as I don't get hit a lot, and if I'm able to kill things faster, I won't be able to get hit a lot. Might be more effective. It might. Should always go for a tactics run. Should I, though? I don't know. I feel like as soon as I get up to like 4 or 5 boss cell, that might be a problem. What with the way that the game changes. We'll see, I suppose, right? No, I don't have a ranged weapon now. Stupid royal guards. Well, hey, it's good practice for the Hand of the King eventually, right? And there you go. Hey! Man, it is also getting toasty where I'm at right now. So, like... Oy. Good. That's all the more reason for me to stop and also go get, like, a fan. Of course, that might also just be because I'm doing the streaming. For whatever reason, is sweaty work, as you know. On sale now in my store. Gamer Guy Sweat Squeegeeing. Just for you. TM. All rights reserved. Okay. And then I can go and sit in the parking... Yeah, I gotta go stop the stream so I can go and sit in the parking lot of McDonald's, of course. That's the real thing that I'm planning to do. That's the real post-stream routine. Man, still not getting a whole lot of damage. But it's enough. It's not great, but it's enough. Just need whatever I can... I mean, it's just like, look, as long as it kills enemies. As long as it's not doing literally nothing. As long as it's doing more than a marginal amount of damage, I should be okay. You did skip 3 scrolls. That is true, too. But we are currently talking about it. Like, we're trying to do Iron Man. Dying in one hit is going to be a poor... Get up here if you're going to do that. Ugh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Yep. All right. I feel like it would be very anticlimactic to have him die to a curse, right? Hey, thank you, Somebody, for the sub. Not 7 years. I can't believe... By the way, you could actually technically... No, you couldn't because I wasn't affiliate until a while after that. It's just like I was going to say that this Twitch account was technically created before the YouTube channel, so you could have at least been following me for more than 7 years. Like, who's the real diehards that were here in like 2015 or whatever when I first started? When the second guy and I were playing Dark Souls. Nobody, because there was maybe one other person that watched that at most. Good times, good times. Doing some good Dark Souls gameplay. By good, I mean it was not very good. I'm not that good at Dark Souls. Thought of you as a YouTuber, as you should. Yeah, but originally I was planning to do... I've told this story before, right? That the original plan for like what we were gonna... are you gonna try out Nine Souls? I was actually just talking about that at the start of the stream, where I'm like, hey, that game looks pretty good. I sort of interested in it, but like, I don't know. Maybe when I'm not doing 100 other projects at the time, right? That sort of deal. Thank you, Giannis. I love you. Oh, for the gifted sub. Yoink. Boomerang's decent item. March 2021. A good time to follow. During the Bad Seed revival of the channel. Ah, yes, that's when I was getting very popular, and I squandered that like only I can. What do you want from me? But yeah, like Nine Souls, I was kind of interested in. I was taking a look at it. Like I said, I'm just doing so many other things at this point in time that I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe eventually. Don't really want to commit to it one way or another. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, and thank you, Giannis, once again for the gift sub. I love you. Honestly, though, I always think of YouTube as being the good content and the streaming as being the bad content. So it's just like, you know. I think that is a fair comparison to make. You know, that's the one where I actually like put time and effort into what I'm trying to do. Whereas here I'm just farting into a microphone for 3 hours at a time. You know. You didn't diversify away from Dead Cells like you had, you'd be in a lot of trouble right now. That's true. But also at the same time, it's like there was no way that I wasn't going to diversify away. I mean, I play a lot of video games. Like there was an entire year back in college where I just played through like every notable NES game at one point. Like I'd be doing that anyway. The only thing was that I just didn't do that in the first like couple of years of the channel because, well, I don't know. I didn't think people would. I thought people would be mad at me if I didn't play Dead Cells or something. I don't know. Look, I'm not gonna try to explain that I know what my thought process was on that, but here we are. All right, there we go. Oh, really? That still got me hit anyway? Well, it got me hit by something. I guess I'm not quite sure what it was. Ah! Well, whatever. You know, I can blow all these as much as I want at this point in time. Yep. Good. Yeah, this is slow, but it's going. It's going. Right. He can still just jump right out of that whenever he wants to. Thank you, Hand of the King. Now, okay, there we go. Only found out yourself when I watched NL play Dead Cells in 2017. Wanted more content and only yours pleased me. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking because when I was originally watching Dead Cells, I'm like, hey, you know, there's a lot of people playing this game, but nobody like really getting into it. Like at the time, there were a lot of, well, at the time, even now, there's a lot of people who would do like single weapon runs and whatnot in Dark Souls. And I'm just like, well, if this game wants to be Dark Souls, maybe I can make something happen with that. I don't know. I like this sort of game. This sort of game looks and plays great. What if I can be that sort of niche, right? Niche. Get that niche in there. How successful was I on that? I think there are probably better people than me that play this game, like quite a bit. But I was at least down there on the ground floor, right? That's got to count for something. I mean, I can believe that the Persona 5 playthrough lasted as long as it did. Back in 2018, baby. Somebody said, "Hey, will you play Persona 5?" And I was actually just about to talk about that. Where it's just like, the original idea for like the channel was going to be this thing that I was doing with Persona 5, but with the whole like learning Japanese and everything, because I thought people would be really interested in seeing that sort of thing. Time has shown that to not be the case. But you know what? I ended up doing that same project anyway, so. And it was an abject failure. What is the lesson here? Whatever. I guess the lesson here is not every project is worth lauding. Effort is not always something to be congratulated. Sometimes it can be wasted. What is this game? Do you like it? Shut up. Series went on for like 5 years. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Hey. I'm not quite sure what exactly the unlock part is for that, but whatever. Persona 5 years long. Well, I was doing it in the stupidest way possible. I hope somebody at least, somebody that wasn't just me, got to learn something about Japanese from that series. Certainly even I could have done a better job with that. As far as the studying goes. Just saw you banned Sea of Stars. Not after the Messenger. Ugh. If you wanted me to play Sea of Stars, you shouldn't have made me play the Messenger. Sure, somebody out there learned Mosca. Certainly. I mean, I'm sure you probably knew that before you played, or before you watched my series, right? Learned the phrase "Show Tayomi Sero." Please. As a personal favor to me, die. Oh my god, please. Well, you know what? This is how the 2-cell run also went. Can you just, like, I just want whatever you have. There. Oh boy. Well, I mean, hard fought, so I guess I got it, right? Wow, that was a bad go, I'm not gonna lie. Why the hate for the Messenger? I thought that game played well enough, but I didn't like the general the Metroid style of the gameplay and everything. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Story was dumb. Story was very self-referential and everything like that, which didn't really I didn't get like super into it, but I would also be very hypocritical if I said that like I didn't like that sometimes. No, it's really, I don't know, what can I say? It's hard to get me to like a Metroid game. Sometimes obviously a game like this, for example, is really way more level-based than it is sort of like exploration-based. And like there are games like Metroid, which I enjoyed because, again, video game history kind of before anything else, right? Thanks. But then there's like Environmental Station Alpha, which actually I really did start out hating that game, but then grew to really enjoy it. Because I like the the meta elements and puzzle aspects and everything like that. And it wasn't just a Metroid pastiche, which is really what I thought it was going to be when I started the game. Which, sure, I like the Apogee style that they were going for with the graphics, but it's like, if it was just a Metroid pastiche, I would not like it nearly as much. Yeah, it's like I enjoy Metroid. The thing with Metroid-style games for me is just being like Metroid equates to like backtracking. It's the same reason why I don't really like open world stuff. Just kind of running to this end of the map, running to this end of the map, which is so frustrating when I was playing. Like, I really enjoy Hollow Knight. Oh, jacket. I really enjoy Hollow Knight, but it's like, oh, that game's such a bad offender on that. The good reason why it's 40 hours long. It's not because it's, 40 hours of content. It's because you spend a long time walking back and forth. I think it's time to renew your Hollow Knight playthrough. Yeah, there you go. Could have done that. Could have done that for the 7-year anniversary. 7 years anniversary. 7 years of the most baffling content on YouTube. What am I even doing half the time? What are these things? It's like in the past month you've done a 16-hour playthrough of Void Stranger, one extremely edited playthrough of Fallout, and now this weird anniversary stream. What do people want to see? If people were to subscribe to your channel, what would they see? And it's like, I don't, probably, I want to be the Guy Fan game in the future. Or something. Like, what's a 4X game? I was just talking about that. It's like, do you want to see a traditional playthrough of a 4X game? That I've never played a 4X game before? Great! Well, it's coming up! Alright, so that's why it's just like, I'm just so bad at retaining any sort of audience because nobody knows what I'm doing. It's like, it's video games. You know that. You know that you're going to get video games. Are you going to get Dead Cells? Well, it's been like over a month since the last Dead Cells. Are you going to get more Dead Cells? Oh, look, you got more Dead Cells now. I guess this is good. For now. Those are the exact reasons I'm subscribed. I feel like most audience, not as much, not as forgiving about the sort of way that I go about doing stuff. Which is, again, baffling. Nonsensical. Ludicrous, even. I'll take Boomerang. Boomerang is a good, high-quality item. I was talking about going tactics, and then I didn't actually do that. Well, there you are. Oh, and of course, this is the point in time that they're going to start really starving me of the healing here. That's the other thing. It's just like, oh, voice starting to go because I'm talking so much here. And all I got that is still that same energy drink that I had at the beginning of the stream because I've been talking too much to actually drink it. Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, I like 100%ed. Oh, right. I don't have the... I totally forgot that I took off the shield. Yeah. I 100%ed King Knight, so what I was going to say is I should be pretty well prepared for this, but like, ah! I mean, it's the sort of thing, like, I don't think anybody's looking for a 16-hour mega playthrough of Void Stranger. They should, but they're not. Especially out of this channel. Or, as I've said before, it's just like, oh, yes, we all know that I'm known mostly for extremely hardcore roguelite platformers and visual novels, which you all keep making me play. And also turn-based Sokoban games. The most popular, the most, like, SEO friendly of video games to be playing. Turn-based puzzle games. And Final Fantasy. A lot of Final Fantasy. Awful lot of Final Fantasy. You can get a good amount of Final Fantasy for somebody that doesn't even like Final Fantasy all that much on my channel. Whew. All right. Okay. Very soothing voice. Any playthrough or explain things I don't have any idea about helps me sleep. You know what? I think didn't I like literally start out saying with one of the playthroughs of Satisfactory, it's just like, hey, it's your favorite sleep aid for the next month. Satisfactory. Yeah, of course, you know, spending 1,000 hours. Oh yeah, you know, I'm not going to update for 2 months because I'm going to spend 1,000 hours playing an automation game. Sorry, everybody. This is my channel. This is what I do. These are the things that I do. This is what you have to endure if you want to actually watch stuff like Dead Cells. Whatever, it's my channel. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. You'll get a healthy amount of different video games in your diet. I don't care what you say about it. Okay. Need to do a 16-hour playthrough of Hollow Knight or Shovel Knight. I've done a playthrough of Shovel Knight. I didn't like it that much. Lot of bottomless pits in that game. Again, that's probably me being too hard on myself, but you know. Too hard on myself? Too hard on the game. Not on myself. It's not. He said the wrong thing. I don't know how. No, I won't. I'll be fine. I'll be better than fine. Don't forget that I don't have a shield this time. You don't need good content. You need a variety of different content that you don't like. The Dr. Inferno Firebird channel. Okay. Does that guy ever come back? He comes back in a lore room to kind of round off his storyline. He gets killed. Just spoiling that right now. I know in Dead Cells, wouldn't expect that. But they do indeed. There is indeed a climactic part of that. I'm into the long video like Void Stranger. I mean, I do like doing those videos. I've done a few of them at this point in time, whether it's like Void Stranger, Poppy Playtime, I did Time Spinner back in the day in a similar sort of way. Tunic, of course. And then it's like every one of the Daniel Mullins experience had a megasode where I went through a bunch of the secrets and everything. If you're looking for just like, if you're looking for sleeping, a sleep aid, Fallout's probably just going to turn into that. Even though it's going to be much shorter. Because, the way I play the game, and also the game's a lot shorter when you cut out all the walking between places and combat encounters and whatnot. How excited are you for Pony Island 2? I still think it's weird that they're making a sequel. I thought that was just supposed to be a joke. Like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about a sequel. I'm interested because I don't know. Inscription did get kind of wild with the ARG stuff. I'm sort of hoping that it's going to be more the Hex style, but the Hex was pretty damn good. That is, in fact, a visual novel that I will wholeheartedly vouch for. So, like, I don't know. Like, what does a sequel mean? Because I just can't even imagine it. I suppose we'll see, right? I am interested. Yeah, it's just, I liked having each one of the games being something different. Are all the Fallout videos going to be post-commentary? I was considering doing a like, regular playthrough alongside. Well, all of the first playthroughs are going to be post-commentary. But I was also thinking about doing, like, a second playthrough alongside it so you can actually get, like, a good idea of what the gameplay is like. But I didn't end up doing that with Fallout. I don't know. Just didn't feel like it. Pony Island 2 being a perfectly normal game with nothing unusual whatsoever. I don't know, because it's all of the games are meta games. They're games about games, right? It'd be weird. What would it even be? I guess it would just be like Inscription Act 1 if you're just going to do like a regular Daniel Mullins game. Which is probably what people would have wanted for the most part anyway, but I mean, I'd say that is one of the biggest complaints, is that the secondary, the second and third act were not as good as the first one. I still like it. I really like the idea, but you know, I can see why it's divisive. It was an interesting. Leshy's chapter was the one that was. It had a great style to it that I think was really compelling, right? That's what people really enjoyed, at least when it was first starting. You know, it is also that is true too, where it's just like it is also just hard to do. I'm not gonna take 2 times damage. Forget about that. It is just hard to do something completely different like that and have it be good. I'm going to be playing eventually Brutal Legend, which is a game that I know is infamous for that, having a genre change partway through. That's one of the few things that I actually know about it, aside from, you know, Jack Black's the voice actor, the main character. You know. We'll see. That one's going to be an interesting one to play as well. I'll probably, with a lot of games like that, end up enjoying it more than most people, because I'm contrarian like that. But, you know. It's like it'll be something to keep in mind as I'm doing it. A good get. Oh, 3 cells, though, on an Iron Man run. Feel like it's going good. Of course, I have no more potion charges, so there's that. But it's aside from that, right? You can feel where they cut content. Oh, boy, I hate that. I hate that. That happened a lot, actually, when I was playing Fallout 2. Where it's just like, you can clearly see that it's like the end game was not as polished as the rest, but it's like it still was pretty fun. Still had a good time, but you know, hey, it would be a Fallout game if there weren't a lot of scruffed edges. It seems, at least from what I've seen with that series so far. Oh boy. All right. Whether it's just the sort of oddity of how the game system kind of works in the first Fallout, cut content in the second game, just the very questionable sort of issues that have come up in the third game so far. Good old physics engine and crashing. And I know New Vegas is infamous for that, so we'll see. There's also just a lot of games. There's a lot of games, though, that you can really tell where it's like, oh, we ran out of money. Sorry, everybody, out of money. Oops, spent the budget. Which is always really a shame when you see that, especially if the game is otherwise pretty good up until that point. Or if the game is really bad up until that point, looking at you, Omicron. And then when they run out of money, it just gets embarrassing. Like, you just feel bad for the game's not even that good, and then you just like feel bad for the developers. Which is how I felt with like Omicron, where it's just like, oh man, this is pretty awful. When you get to the part where all the characters from the game tell you what would have happened, basically. Rip 60 kills. It happens. Unfortunately. It's not as bad as like Xenogears, which is maybe the worst offender of that of all time. Like, good God, I've never seen a game run out of budget like that before. And I don't know if I ever will see another game run out of budget like that. Because, like, wow! There's running out of budget, and there's, like... I don't even know how you would explain the Xenogears ending. Never feel bad for David Cage, right? No, that's fair. Well, there are other people. It's not just Mr. David Cage that worked on the game. That's because he was the director. That doesn't mean that I can't feel empathy for the other people who probably were also quite passionate about what they were doing, even if it was very stupid. And we're interested in making this weird shooter, adventure game, fighting game, RPG. Oh, I wonder how they ran out of money. Good stuff. Go and watch it. Yeah, if you want another series to fall asleep to. Actually, I don't know if I would necessarily say that one, but I think it's the end. I even knew what the ending for Omicron was, and I still don't think I have laughed harder at anything else on this channel than that, because it is absurd. It's incredible. It's a real work of art. It's a real work of like B-movie schlocky garbage. But you know, that's go see it yourself. Oh, go watch the entire game. It's a weird experience. Again, I would say that I enjoyed Omicron, but I don't think it's like I enjoyed it like I enjoyed Dead Cells. I got that sick B-movie enjoyment out of it, which is rare for a video game, I feel like. Because usually if a video game's bad, it's so bad that it kind of taints your opinion on it. Because you just watch movies, right? But somehow it still was so bafflingly terrible by the end. It was just amazing. It has a David Bowie song, that I had to cut out, that I replaced with a bad MIDI version of another David Bowie song that still got copyright claimed anyway. It also actually has several off of Hours. Which I said Heroes at the start of that. I meant Hours. But I did not see that part of the game because, you know, I really did not. I was already skirting a copyright claim. I didn't want to try and go for a strike, right? David Bowie is in the game as actually several characters. The important character, though, is Boz, the internet man, who's there to work against the evil government of Omicron and Ix, the computer that controls the Dome City nation. He has me go through the worst part of the game to put up a broadcast that can be summarized as "Wake up, sheeple." Good stuff, good stuff. Well, next boss. I still haven't gone through the, I still need to go through, get the Sanctuary, not Sanctuary. Yeah, Sanctuary. No, not Sanctuary. The other one. You know the one I'm talking about. I gotta get the wall running. Hey, I need to do that already. Oh. Gonna be a problem if I don't have that by the time I get into 5-cell mode, right? Just make all of your series compilations? But that's boring. I mean, it's like you can already see all of the series, though. Although it's like I don't hate when people do that. I have clicked on a number of videos purely because they're like, hey, here's just all of my lore on, I don't know, Roller Coaster Tycoon or something. If I'm gonna do a mega series, it's gonna be entirely original, recorded from scratch, homemade, free range content. I think we got caught in the corner. I feel like I've been pretty good at not having that happen, but well, here we are. Recently, a lore video on how some dude in Silent Hill got a pizza delivered. Yeah, Eddie, how did he... Okay, I'm curious. How did he get a pizza delivered? I assume that it was supposed to be that because it's, you know, magic town where people... Like, look, they already had the part with, What was the woman's name in Silent Hill 2? I can't remember. But it's just like, yeah, she has that line about, like, oh, how it's always like this for me. I mean, it's the whole dream logic thing. That makes sense. But is there a more specific type of lore? Angela, thank you. Is there a more specific type of lore than Addie is in a part of Silent Hill where it's not totally desolate? I haven't watched the video. Then what use are you? And then I shoot you right in your midsection. I just watched it a few days ago. Okay. Silent Hill, despite being too chicken shit, really? I don't know. I don't really think of Silent Hill games as being really like scary. They got a very spooky atmosphere, very atmospheric, but I wouldn't really say that they're like, ooh, frightening. It's got a very interesting style to them. You can answer his questions then. Good. So, is it that the perspectives of the protagonists are supposed to be different and they're merely just intersecting at different points in time? Or is it that there is a reason why Eddie physically got a pizza somehow in Silent Hill? Just by being in the nightmare skin. Fine. I know. Is there something more to that than just that? I want Silent Hill for the PS1 ever since it came out. Oh, that alleyway scene's so good though. Oh, that is one of the best uses, like iconic uses of impossible space. You know, before we were doing any sort of like backroom nonsense or whatever, Silent Hill just did an amazing job with that. Oh, it's so good. I love that part of that game. You know, that'd be another fun anthology. Another fun anthology. The pizza is Eddie's Maria. I'm thinking about it. The pizza is a manifestation of Eddie fearing that he's always judged for his weight. I mean, Eddie's big thing was that he did have a fear of being judged and everything like that by other people, being made fun of and everything like that. But was it because of his weight? I thought it was because he was a... Yeah! Damn it! Yeah. He's like, you know, he does the stuff. Whatever. Well, who's that purple dude? Oh, that's part of the new update, if it ever comes out. Those are the cursed enemies that curse me when they do curse stuff. Are you kidding me? But yeah, it's like that's why I'm getting cursed in this biome. There are new enemies that appear specifically here to really make the game a lot more fun. But it's just like, yeah. Careful, careful, careful. Hey! Yeah, it's a Heart of Ice, yeah. And it was a guess. I found out I had a Heart of Ice. Okay. Hello. Hey! How's it going? Yeah! As for people seeing things different in Silent Hill, people have different things manifest around themselves, but they see the same things when they intersect. Yeah, that's what that seemed to be, for the most part, when it came to Angela, when he met up with Angela in the hotel, specifically. At least as far as I could tell. I mean, I've played Silent Hill once, years ago. It's been a long time, but it's been a while. Been a while. That's why we see football posters around when we're near Eddie. Oh, I didn't even see that. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, it's like that's why we had the burning aspect of it when we were near Angela, and the thing with the hotel. It's like I thought that was kind of pretty self-evident from that Whew. Okay, get rid of you so I can get that. I can get the curse going and get rid of the curse faster. There we go. Okay. 3 hours long talking about pizza. How can you sit here eating pizza? I mean, I also thought that I think that more than some sort of very deep meaningfulness to it, it's also supposed to just add to the dreamlike quality of the general Silent Hill, you know, style. Which, you know, people say dreamlike quality. People say dreamlike quality for a lot of different things, but Silent Hill is actually very much dreamlike, where you'll see people and they will say things that don't necessarily make sense, or have reactions to things that, in ways that are unexpected and really nonsensical. It nails that sort of idea a lot better than many. Do we get over there? Than many other like aspects of trying to do dreams that I've seen in a lot of other media. How can you know that? How can you know what? But yeah, it's like, you know, the idea that James is over here getting angry at... the idea that James is over here and he's just like mad. He's just like suddenly very angry at Eddie for eating pizza. It's like, that's a dream-like idea. I like that. I feel like that fits really well in what they were trying to do. Where it's like the idea that you just see something and you're just like, I hate this. Right? I don't know. Yeah, come on. How do I get up here right now? I'm making this easy on me, game. Hey, what am I doing? What am I doing? I was like, yeah, good night, Garlic. Thanks for coming by. We'll see how much longer this ends up going on. What with I'm playing right now. Honestly, I'm gonna save up for the 20K. I think I am going to. I think I'm gonna actually use that, right? What am I gonna do for the rest of this though? Because the way the generation works, I can't really jump up there easily. I guess we'll figure out something. Need a new weapon. I mean, I would like to get a new weapon, but I don't know. I think what I need is more healing at this point. With how I've been playing, really. Okay, go on. Get down here and let's get to it. There's the cash. Come on, before you start summoning stuff too. Yeah, there we go. You know, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I got the cash that I was looking for. I got everything that I need. Oh. Silent Hill is an interesting. There's an interesting idea in there that I feel like is kind of been subsumed by its famous twists, to the point that a lot of other games really focus a bit too much on it. I think even the original Silent Hill 2 focused a bit too much on the twists. As much as I really do like that game, it's like it really does rely on James being very stupid. And I know it's just like, you know, it's a... Yeah, come on! That's part of the entire thing, but I don't know. I guess I don't really like when any sort of media relies heavily on a single twist to surprise the audience into doing stuff. Into, like... you know, relying on surprise as a major part of your... thing. Well, whatever. It looks like I'm not going to get... I wanted to get the shield, but I guess it's just not going to happen. I think I might have needed the wall running... I can't remember if that still goes up there anyway. Like, if I still need the wall running thing, but it doesn't matter. I'm just skipping it. No fan of Sixth Sense? No, not really. I'm just... You got me. huge reliance on surprising the audience. It's like, look, anytime you have a twist in a piece of media, it's an invitation to try to have the audience, you know, not only be shocked, but also reevaluate everything that they already knew about it. It's a refreshing sort of thing to see regardless of how you look at it. But it's also very hokey for you to be like, haha, you didn't know. And I just feel that, like, come on. It's a thin line to travel when doing any sort of story making to try and make that good. And you look at somebody like David Cage, who relies on that entirely for his entire career. And it's just like, yeah. And then every 2-bit game developer thinks that they're gonna do it as well as Silent Hill 2. And I didn't even like Silent Hill 2 that much. I mean, I did. I really like Silent Hill 2. It's a very good game. But it's just like, I don't know. I got weird umbrages with the story. What can I say? And there's super minor things, ultimately, that I know I'm being ridiculous about, right? But it's just like, it still irks me a little bit, okay? Let me have this one, all right? Even though it is utterly absurd. The things that I'm saying are utterly absurd and stupid and ridiculous. And Night Shyamalan trying to spend the rest of his life trying to up-twist himself. Yep. Well, I don't know. It's just like, did Old have a twist? The beach that oiled? The beach that makes you oil? Have a big twist? I don't think so. I think that was just about oiled, the beach that makes you oiled. Or, I mean, oil. It doesn't make you oiled, it makes you oil. As we established. Jack, Derek, Ollie, and his family. Man, if you didn't watch Satisfactory, this is probably very confusing to you. And even if you watch Satisfactory, it's probably very confusing to you. Probably very confusing to you. I did not. Oh, so you don't know about oiled? The beach that makes you oil? Man, you're missing out. There's also a lot of references to Fast Car, in case you wanted more of that in your life. Which I don't see why you wouldn't want more of that in your life. It's a great song. It's a complex, multi-layered metaphor. Stupid. Well, hey, look, it's 7-year anniversary. We're talking about an old series that I've done. Go watch The Witness as well. How about that? Oh my God. Well, I already used the key, so I gotta go. You're killing me here, game. Man, I'm getting so thirsty. Got a real thirst right now. And this soda's only doing so much for me. What am I saying? Again, I don't need to follow every line of thinking that I have. Anyway, if you're looking for that video, I think it's called Satisfactory hyphen oiled, the beach that makes you oiled. Anyway, I put it in between Unbreakable, the guy that the superhero guy, and let's say a Devil Vader, which I think was also, of course, one of Shyamalan's best. I don't know. I didn't see the movie. Second guy did see the movie after he came up with Oiled, the beach that makes you oiled, and it sounds really weird. Oi. Oh. Oh yeah, the Hitman. Because that was recorded at the time where we were just making endless Tracy Chapman references. So it's just like the fact that they actually had the Like, they actually had the fast car achievement there was so good. Like, I totally forgot that was, well, I mean, I forgot. I didn't know. I didn't know when I was recording it, and then I totally forgot for the video when we were recording it that happened. Finally, somebody else acknowledges the Tracy Chapman, the great Tracy Chapman bit that we did on the channel that subsumed most of 2023, I want to say. I'm pretty sure that was every video in 2023 had at least one Tracy Chapman reference of some variety in it. May contain trace amounts of Tracy Chapman references. Okay, there we go. Oh boy. Man, that Miami video. That was such a stupid... I spent so long doing the stupid... what was the guy's name? Cronquist? Bit where I killed him with the battle axe. And there was no reason to do that. But I couldn't figure out any better way of killing him that wasn't like a story thing. What can I say? Kronstadt. Thank you. Yeah, where he goes to put in eye drops, and then I throw an axe in his head. Stupid. So many stupid bits in that Hitman series. Oh my god. Oh, I mean that was the birth of Endofinera. Of course, there were a lot of stupid bits in it. Oh. And then where second guy kept trying to call the next mission accomplished. And it's just like, that's not the mission name. This is the mission accomplished screen from the previous mission. Stop that. Hey, you, cut that out. Ugh. Ugh. Man, that's stupid. God, that Hitman series was stupid. But hey, you know what? Yeah, this is already a cursed area. I'm just gonna go for it. Well, it is quite a bit more damage. Like, King Scepter is nice, but this is probably better. Very stupid, very fun. And it was a good game. I mean, for as long as it took me to get through the entirety of Hitman, I did very much enjoy it. But as I also expected, I knew I was going to get to the point where I just wanted to try and... Damn it, really? I knew I was going to get to the point where I just wanted to do everything like Silent Assassin suit only. And thankfully, the suit only part took until the very end of the series for it to manifest. But it's like, I got to that point. That's the problem with me playing those sort of games. You give me an entire sandbox of murder experiences, and I try to do the hardest one possible. Oh god, oh god. Ooh, that was close. I try to do the stupid hard super achievement one for the first time that I'm playing the game. All right, you know what? That's fine. All right, we've had a good stream here. I think let's cut it off right there. It's already 1 a.m., by the way.